You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Taking the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, pizza pie, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvagno cheese, Salvagno greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious, pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. And these seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino. I'm about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil, gooning out to cuties, then sweep it up by veto your bank accounts. Approaching zero, so you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, because what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home, but make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible. Playing Elden Ring and smoking dope. Stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you could cope. I would tell you to jump, but you'd break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evel Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Bambino, you're just a childish capo. But I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won fourth place at Eva. Time to bring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging on this mine, searching for a hairy diamond, looking for these nuggets of truth. I need to find them, but until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give my pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Poured another drink in my cup. Drink it all down. To the bottom line, all this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Poured another drink in my cup. Drink it all down. To the bottom line, all this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's going
kind
to be
of sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then
tart
spice.
and its acid and nothing else. Alright. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair, pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. Cat played a lot of Skyrim, and it was good. It was fun. We chilled. We had a good time. You know, we didn't have any money to do anything really. You know, it would be great if we had money. We would have stayed out and done more stuff. We didn't have any fucking money.
Let me take you down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rolls, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rolls, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. She be on the Skyrim while I stream and beg. Crispy 60 frames on a Series S. I mean Series X. No wait, Series S. I lost so fucking much I can't remember what I get. I got them spells, oh, I got that alteration. I trick a dent into giving up his entire pension. A little scratch for cat, yeah, you can feel the tension. I know a makeup glitch that probably needs her full attention. Come on baby, we can go on down to White Run. Take off that tablecloth and I'll show you my Skyrim. You can beat them out, I'll climb aboard and ride ya. Fuck it if Jasper dies, you know it's time to take a ride back down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run.
I don't wanna clean, I wanna play some Skyrim. No groceries, get me to the Highlands. This fucking bum took me to Dundoko Island, but I shouldn't be surprised, he's lazy like I am. I just wanna cast a spell and do a side quest. I just wanna get divorced and get my life back. Take me to your island and I'll get a flight back. Touch me and I might snap, Jenna's gonna like that. Power wash simulator. Jasper puked again, but I'll just clean that shit up later. Power wash, baby. I just finished the game, so I'ma go back in my lane and go to White Run.
Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run.
Have you or a loved one been affected by hypnosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, "That's impossible 47 times a stream." However, there is hope. Welcome to Duty Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-hypnosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Duty Streams today, because hypnosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's poppin'? That's right, it's been a long time. Yeah, Duty's back, that's right. I've been back for a bit. I just needed some time to recuperate. Jet lag is a hell of a drug. And getting used to the time difference again was, man, that was insane. I mean, I got a 13-hour time difference, so apparently they don't like daylight savings time or whatever, so it was about, yeah, I think it was 13-hour time difference, so I was always a day ahead. So coming back here, it's confusing as all hell. So I'm glad to be back. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Since I've been back, I've been seeing a lot of good things. I see DSP hasn't changed. Well, he has changed a little bit, actually. He's, and we're going to talk about this. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but it seems like DSP has returned to form. That's right. He has returned back to 2018, 2012. Well, no, even before that. Let's say before he married Kat. Okay. Remember when after he married Kat, before he married Kat, he was always so angry. He was always so upset and mean and just nasty. And then apparently when Kat came along, all that changed. What's up, Joey? What's up, Soulmate? What's going on, everybody? Brother, thank you, Soulmate. I appreciate the 100 kicks. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the love and support. Grace Thorpe. Grace Thorpe. Oh my God, we got to talk about Grace Thorpe because I didn't see that in the cards for 2026. That's right. I go to Japan for what, 2.5 months. I come back and I find out that DSP is consorting with incest lovers. That's right. Yeah. Grace Thorpe, the Thorpes. Oh my God, man. I followed the Grace Thorpe. Oh, there's a video out there. Grace Thorpe actually mentioned it. We'll watch the video. I posted a video earlier today. Apparently, Grace Thorpe was with her father in a car, and they were talking about DSP and how they had planned to do a collab and everything. Well, I'll show the video. I'll show the video. We can watch it. Yeah. And if you guys don't know who Grace Thorpe is, whew, my God, man. That is a horror cow. I mean, the thing about her is that she's kind of attractive. She's not ugly. She's not an ugly woman. But she's insane. She is insane. She's crazy. She is insane and crazy. And anyone that's ever dealt with her, it just turns out poorly. It never turns out well. It turns out really bad. Just ask Review Tech USA. What did you miss, Dark Side Pampers? Apparently, there was a video posted by Grace Thorpe of the Thorpes, and she mentioned that DSP slid into her DMs, and they had long conversations, and apparently they were looking to maybe do a collaboration against Review Tech USA. And I'll get into the whole lore and everything about Review Tech USA and Grace Thorpe if you don't know about it, and then we'll watch the video, which makes it insane. What's up? Yeah, I'm very glad to be back. I have some news to share, so real quick, let's do a news segment. So the first bit of information I want to share is, well, the first thing I want to say is I want to say thank you. You guys were really amazing. Thank you for all the kind words. So many people, hundreds, thousands, millions of you guys messaged me, DM me, you know, just asking me if I was okay, if I was having, you know, just kind words. I really appreciate it. The comment section was really nice. A lot of people were just very positive, and I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I had a lot of fun. I needed the break. It was so much so that the last week, I know a lot of people was worried. I mean, I had Kino Casino talking about they thought I was dead because I didn't post any videos. I just wanted to take the last week off and just be away from. Yeah, I know, Andy. Yeah, they did announce. Yeah, it's funny because I did message Andy. I was like, no, I'm not dead. I'm just taking a break, man. Okay, I'm taking a break. That's it. I'm taking a real break. And also, I wanted to stick it to all my haters that talk about how, I never touch grass and how I always post 9 or 10 videos a day. So suck it. You know what I mean? And I guess too, you know, if you're not gone, if you don't leave, no one can ever miss you, kind of thing. So I figured if I take a week off, maybe some people would miss me. So I appreciate that. Was a bloodbath and kick on the first stream. So let's see. So I just wanted to thank you for that. Really appreciate it. I am back. I'm back to my normal schedule. I'm probably going to be doing about 3 podcasts a week, more commentary style videos, and so on. The second bit of news is I want to direct you real quick to a new channel. That's right, a new channel. Now, if you don't know about this, I talked about this a while back ago. A buddy of mine, Josh, his name is Josh. Shout out Josh. This is a real RL person that I know in real life, and he's always been a lurker in the vortex and everything. And he's always wanted to do content.
Either subscribe, donate, or
but
get the fuck out.
You know, just didn't want to take that jump. So he decided, after me talking to him and encouraging him and helping him out, he decided to jump into the fray. So I ended up transferring over my It Time Go channel, which I was using it as a backup, but I really wasn't using it. And it had a you know, about 2,000 people subscribed to it. So I thought, you know what? Let me hook up my friend. He does it. At least he has 2,000 subscribers, and hopefully it'll give him a nice jolt. So he got the channel. He decided to rebrand it. So he called it DSP's spiritual successor. So that's, if you were subbed to It Time Go, it's actually now DSP's spiritual successor. Okay. Yeah, I did watch. I watched EDP document, and I'm annoyed and pissed off. I'll get into the EDP document because I wasn't gonna watch it because I think he's a disgusting person, and anyone platforming him should get hate. And I've had conversations with Mike Klum, and he's a decent guy. He is. I don't want to shit on Mike Klum, but I was pretty annoyed that he decided to give that fucking PDF any type of recognition or platform amount at all. Now, the saving grace is that the way the documentary came out, I have a feeling the police are going to get involved. The state attorney, whatever, is going to get involved, and they may press charges. So that's the only saving grace about this documentary. And I love the fact that he did interview a few lawyers, and the lawyer said if I was giving EDP advice, I would tell him to stop this documentary. This documentary is fucking stupid. So, which he didn't do. I got 30 minutes into it and I got really pissed off. I mean, that documentary will piss anyone off that has kids or nephews or anyone young in their life, you know, like a sibling or something like that. It'll piss you off, man. It really will. He's so disgusting, not remorseful, doesn't give a shit, justified what he did, just disgusting. People like that really just need to get rounded up. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get banned on YouTube. I don't want to get my channel demonetized or whatever, but they really need to round up some of those people, and you know, maybe take a page out of the German playbook from World War II. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, but we'll get into it. DSP did make a promo. That was funny watching DSP in there.
That money. I really
that was
do.
great.
That money to pay my bills.
So anybody got
I know
the clip
it's
of
bad
him?
that Raw got taken down, and I hope he gets back to the YouTube soon. But have you noticed a lot of new detractors are now popping up?
Yeah. That's what prompted DSP's spiritual successor to pop up. Now, I talked to him, and he talked about he's potentially going to do restreams. He might do a DSP restreams like Raw Phil. But at this time, he first started off, he decided he wanted to do some Kino Casino collaboration, some stuff. So what he's going to be doing is posting Kino Casino. Now, yesterday, he posted his first video, and he got like 5,000 views on it, which is pretty good. Big ups. You know what? Let me do the round of applause. I haven't used that in a while. So, yeah. So, I'm going to link his channel. Yeah, that was really nice. You know, it was nice that he got pretty good views. So he's going to be doing Kino Casino stuff for a while, and then he's going to look into potentially maybe jumping into DSP. But yeah, that's a shame what happened to Raw Phil. I did have a conversation with Raw Phil when all that happened. I did provide him details on exactly what he was suspended for. I think he's kind of in limbo now, where I think he has to serve like a 90-day suspension, and then he could potentially enter the YouTube probation thing, pilot program they have, where if your channel gets removed or you get banned, like you got to serve like a 90-day suspension, and then you can submit an appeal or something like that. Maybe you can get another channel. I don't know, but whatever happens, we'll be here for him. We'll be here to help Raw Phil, because he is the GOAT. So yeah, so more to come. But he is on Rumble, by the way, and I don't like Rumble. Rumble's a pain in the ass. All right, I'm not a fan of Rumble, but it's not that bad. I've been able to clip Raw Phil from Rumble, and it's not that bad. So again, and first I forgot to mention again, thank you Nomad for the $5, brother. I appreciate that very much. And then also thank you Drag, brother. Thank you for the 67.
Hello, Drew.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to follow Kino Casino content, Spiritual Successor is going to be doing that right now, and then he's going to potentially be doing Raw Phil restreams. So he'll post out there, he'll let you know. And if you could do me a solid, I would appreciate if you gave him a follow and checked out his channel. And then for those looking for a home for a restream, he's potentially going to be doing it. So if he starts doing it, I did speak with him. He said he wants to kind of do the Raw Phil format, where he's not going to talk. He's essentially just going to play Raw Phil ad free, and he might, if he becomes monetized, he might put memberships on. But other than that, it should be ad free content for you guys. So there you go. Again, thank you. I appreciate it. And let's show DSP's spiritual successor some love. And he's put his name out there. His name is Josh. So if you want to call him Josh, he's fine with that. Well, he's fine with that. So, all right. I know a lot of people don't want to say DSP spiritual successor. You can call him Josh. All righty. The next piece of news that I have to share is Duty Streams adopted a new cat. That's right. Yes, it was time. It was time. Yes. Rip Blaze. I love you, Blaze. I miss Blaze. Every day. But yes, we went ahead and we adopted a kitty. Yes, that's right. It's an all black cat, an urban style cat, all black, green eyes, very well behaved so far. Very well behaved so far. And like I promised, I'm gonna let you guys give the cat the middle name. So the cat's name is, of course, Vader, and then I'll let you guys choose the middle name. So I'm gonna conduct the poll, probably, I don't know, in a couple weeks or whatever. I'll conduct the poll, and then we can give the cat an unofficial middle name. So there you go. You guys look forward to doing that. And then, yeah, we got to give the cat a middle name. I'll let you guys pick the middle name, okay? Yeah, me Joy this. That's right. Yeah, whatever you want. The winning name will get the middle name, okay? And then whenever I reference my cat, you guys can provide him the Duty Streams meaningful content, meaningful podcast name if you like, okay? There you go. But officially, the cat's name is Vader, okay? It's a male cat, very good kitty. Just what is it? I think it's just it's domesticated short hair, so nothing too special. But she's, she brings joy to the family. So call him Spoon, maybe we can maybe call him Spoon. Alrighty. Okay, I think that's really it for all of the announcements. The other thing that I have is I owe you guys memberships. So I owe you guys some memberships. So let me do some gifted memberships real quick for you guys. So I'm gonna give 5 out right now. Okay, there you go, 5. Enjoy. Okay. And I also owe you guys a thread for August for members. So I apologize for that. I haven't been able to put that out, but I'm going to put that out today. So anyone that's a member today or a current member, which I think is about 300. We dropped about 200 members. That's okay. I wasn't here anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I owe you guys an August membership giveaway thing. So there you go. Okay. And then, yeah, there you go. Yeah, big ups. Okay. Let's see here. Not Phil over in Kick said Phil says his detractors are mental, but every tractor channel I've been in seems rational. We all are. It's just a cope. It's a cope. Most people, 99% of the Snortex are chill, easygoing people, man. They really are, man. Really easygoing people. I've never had a beef with pretty much anyone. I mean, I've had my disagreements with a couple people here and there. But for the most part, everyone is normal. Most have jobs, families. They have a life outside of work, and that's just Cope by DSP. It takes a lot for a man who sits in a dirty, dingy office 6 days a week, only goes out for about 2 hours a week, and to talk about how other people have no lives. That's insane. Oh my Lord, Sandy with the big 10-member bomb. Big up. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. And I really enjoyed, me and Sandy have been checking out Don Flurgandy's channel. So Don Flurgandy, he's sunny as all hell. He's a good dude. He's posting his podcast. He comes on like 3 days a week or something like that. It's really funny. It's kind of a parody of Ron Burgundy. It's really good. It's very funny, and he's been hitting Jeremy like crazy, and then he's also delving into DSP content, stuff like that. So it's great. Don's amazing. And then Stroyer, thank you, brother, with the 5-member bomb. Wow, asking now shall receive. AKA DSP and Soulmate, thank you, Soulmate. For the 100 kits. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Alrighty, okay. Don be funny. I like the new. Yeah, that is Scalper, no lie. It is funny. It's kind of like it's kind of cringe, but it's so funny. Like it's cringe in a funny ass way. And I love that he doesn't break character. It's amazing. If you're looking for another podcast, he normally streams at night, normally around 7 or 8 o'clock. And then I think he does like Tuesday, Thursday, and I think Sunday. He's so funny. He's so funny. He's good. And he's a good dude. He's a very good dude. So, alrighty. Oh, one other thing. I know some people have been asking me about why am I not posting any Kino stuff? Did I have a fallout with Kino? Because no, me and Kino are cool. Me and Kino have never had a problem. We're cool. To be honest, I'm just getting tired of Jeremy striking my channel. This last 3 months, he has given me over 16 fucking strikes on my channel, and thankfully, all of them I've been able to remove. Like I've been able to escalate and get them removed. But to be honest, I'm tired of it. It's stressful. You know what I mean? Like I'll give you an example. Like 2 weeks ago, he ended up getting me a strike, and he ended up giving me a warning and a strike on the same day. So potentially, I couldn't stream for a week. So I called my guy up. I'm like, hey man, what's going on? PPP's not, you know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna love you, brother. so I called my guy. I'm like, look, man, I can't stream for a week. What the hell's going on? So thankfully, he reached out, escalated, and like within an hour, they removed both the strike and the warning. So I didn't have any issues. This was like a month ago. And yeah, MG just get tired of it. So I'm gonna post stuff, but probably just post it. You know, I'll see, man. He really needs to stop fucking hitting channels. It gets quite annoying to do. I mean, I'm lucky because I've been able to counter all of them and get them all removed. But I know there's gonna be one that's gonna get through that I'm not gonna be able to remove, and I'm gonna be super pissed. So let's see. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Asman Go get banned, but Phil. Oh, yeah, I know. I know. But he got banned from Twitter, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. You know, Twitch is gonna ban you for any, you know, if. And the other thing too is he has to be careful with what he says. Like, I get what he says, but sometimes you need to be a little bit careful how you say it. Okay, again, I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Stroyer. Thank you, Soulmade. Thank you, everyone, for the early momentum. It's much appreciated. All right. Okay. I think I covered everything. So let's get into the content. So the first thing I want to cover, and this is kind of breaking news. I posted a video today about it. I want to get into, apparently DSP has been DMing random women. That's right. Yes, DSP has been DMing random women out of nowhere. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, when is he gonna learn his lesson to stop that? Really, Phil? I mean, why don't you just stick to men, okay? Really, Phil? Why don't you just stick to men? I mean, initially before it was just men he was messaging at 3 o'clock in the morning, but every so often he decides to dip into a woman's DMs, and so far this is the third one confirmed. The first one was Becky Boop. The second one was that lady that did content. Remember last year I got into a little trouble where I messaged her and all that stuff because Phil was DMing her. What was her name? Eagle. I really forgot her name. I really did. But you guys might know who she is. She does a lot of old game content. Early Bird. Yes, thank you, brother. I just snorted, and Paul, thank you very much. Yes, Early Bird. So it was Early Bird, and then this year, for some reason, he's messaging Grace Thorpe. Okay, so I'm gonna assume, you know, she's not well known. I mean, I guess you guys connoisseurs of the internet know who she is, but people that just focus on DSP maybe might not know who she is. So Grace Thorpe and her father Ben Thorpe, I think her name, they're called them the Thorpes, are apparently they have I don't know, they're insane. So these two, they're famous for causing chaos, one, and two, having an incestuous relationship. That's right, and they're open about it. Apparently the daughter and the father have been banging for many years, and they're okay with it. Now, you know, stuff like that I call horror cows. So they're like above the DSP low cow verse. They're horror cows. They're on the Cyrax level. Especially when you get into like the whole, you know, oh my god, it's just nasty. It's just nasty, okay? So anyway, this Grace Thorpe chick, she just goes around and she's trying to make content with anybody. Like, she's really desperate to try to blow up. I mean, she's tried to glum on to Local Live. She tried glumming on to Ethan Ralph. Last year, Review Tech USA. Now, I remember the Thorpes came into my view with the Review Tech. Yes, thank you, Scalper. I appreciate you reminding me there. Yes, so if you don't remember that, apparently Review Tech USA also slid into them DMs, and he was being a creeper towards to Grace Thorpe. Now, it's sad because she's not ugly. Like, she's an attractive girl. Why does she need to do all that? But I guess, I don't know. I mean, I really hope it's fake. Like, I hope they just put that out there for drama and it's not real. But if you look at her dad, it's like, all right, yeah, something's going on there. You know what I mean? It gives you those vibes of PDF man over there. So okay, yeah, and of course, yes, that's right, Willis. He's had defended the PDF people before. Derek in the house. So let's see. Okay, so let me finish. So last year, apparently, Review Tech USA slid into those DMs and was talking to Grace Thorpe, and then they decided they were going to do a collab together. Grace Thorpe
I've
is
never
going
run
to
into this
drive
thing
down
before.
from
Is it a
wherever
money
she.
creature?
I think they live in Minnesota or something.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
not sure
it's
where
a
they
money
live at.
creature. It just throws
Oh
money
my lord,
around.
Sandy! Thank
What
you,
the hell
Sandy.
was
I
that?
appreciate the 20.
My
the
theory,
20 bucks.
Kat
Thank
wasn't
you.
sick. She got a better job and has been working more hours. Since DSP can't drive, opinion, he's stuck. But has more dollar even though not making more on Steam. BKZ Cat is making more dollar.
So I've been okay. All right, I have to be very careful. First of all, thank you very much for the 20. I really appreciate you, Sandy. Thank you for the big support. So I've been told multiple times, and I don't put this out there because I know a lot of people. There's a
Thanks
segment.
to Grace. We know RT used bed is a futon.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that I was gonna get into that, Paul. But thank you for being a member for 24 months, brother. So Sandy, to answer your question, I've been told by multiple people that Kat no longer works where she works at. So she used to work for a small little boutique clothing store. Not gonna say where. And a lot of people get mad at me when I talk about Kat because they're like, oh, she's a civilian. She is to an extent, but she's married to DSP. Phil keeps inserting her into his content, so I kind of think she's fair game as it relates to talking about her. Like I would never, do any. And I'm very careful with what I say about Kat. Like I don't put her info out there. So everyone knows she used to work at a specific boutique. I've been told by multiple people that live in that area that she's no longer working there. I'm not going to say where she's working at, but I heard, let's just say electronics store. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. That could be anything. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? What's up? Salute to you for doing that. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. So that's what I've been told. Now, I have relatives that work for that corporation, and you can make some decent money working there. Even as just a regular associate. They do pay pretty well there, and they offer benefits and stuff like that. So, I mean, that may not be too far-fetched where she has a better job. And, maybe she's working more hours and DSP, yeah, he's stuck. That could be it. Because apparently they can't afford 2 cars because insurance would be too much and he just simply can't afford it. Which, in their situation, I don't think they don't need 2 cars because DSP doesn't go anywhere anyway.
That money.
So having
really
a second car would be
money.
worthless.
Pay
So.
my bills.
Duty, I'm scared DSP will wither away on Ozempic.
Oh, God. No. The thing about Ozempic, well, first of all, like I said, I don't think he's on Ozempic. I don't think Phil is on Ozempic. I think what's going on with Phil is that his diabetes is out of control. And I have some experience in the medical field. The 2 common things that happen when your diabetes is out of control, with massive weight loss, and also you're constantly thirsty and you frequent the bathroom. And DSP has been doing that for about 2 years straight. So, and the other thing is he has gout. Gout does impact your pancreas and your kidneys. So, that's my guess. If we're trying to guess what's wrong with him, I think it's out of control diabetes type 2. So, again, thank you. Big ups, Bammer, with the uncler. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the Jew.
Hello, Jew.
Hello, Jew. Thank you, brother. Thank you for all the love and support, everyone. Let's see here. Someone posted something about the photo about Kat. Let's see. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say where she's at, but yeah, it could be. I haven't seen proof that she's there, but your theory has some merit to it, Sandy. It does. So, again, thank you very much for the 20. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get back to the whole Review Tech USA thing. So Review Tech USA reached out to Grace Thorpe and decided to start collabing on it. And I think someone did leak some of those messages, and they were very, very grimy. I mean, you know what I mean? And Grace, I think, is in her 20s. And, you guys know how old Review Tech USA is. And that was pretty disgusting. Again, just, I don't know what it is with these streamers and talking to young women. I mean, me personally, I tend to like them a little older. That's just me. But whatever. So anyway, so he did reach out to him. He was supposed to collab. Something weird happened. I don't fully remember what happened there. But Review Tech USA, apparently, they were coming down. And they ended up going to his area. And they were messaging him and they were streaming. And apparently, Review Tech USA freaked the fuck out and threatened them. And said, if you guys come to my home, I'm gonna call the police. The man went and bought a shotgun The man went and bought a shotgun. He was threatening people. He was on Twitter posting images of the shotgun. It's quite crazy. It was quite crazy. So
I need that money. I really do. I need
Grace,
that money.
of course, to her, that's content.
Someone get me those DMs.
Oh, you don't want to see that. Ames, thank you, brother, for the 2. Yeah. Someone, I don't remember who it was, but someone had put, I think it may have been Grace. It may have been Grace Ames. If I see them, and again, I don't remember fully because I wasn't following that whole saga, but I do remember the whole, because I remember messaging Rich and said, you better delete that picture of the gun. Because I'm not going to say where he lives, but he lives in a state where the gun rights there, it's like living in North Korea, okay? Let's just say that. Gun rights are almost non-existent there. So I told pre-dawn course, brother. Thank you, brother, for the support. I appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Wow, thank you. I do appreciate that, man. I do. And then Omega, brother. Thank you for the 2, brother. DSP has Hangretti. I don't know what that is. What is Hangretti? I'm assuming it's some type of disorder. It could be. I mean, you know, he's always shaking. He's always shaking his chair or whatever. I need
that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
DSP has anxiety shakes.
Oh, Oh, okay, yeah. Well, no, it's concerned that he doesn't have any money. It's like a crack addict. When a crack addict doesn't have his money for his crack, he starts shaking. That's essentially what it is. But in his eyes, it's just for DSP. It's just for Pokemon cards. That's why he's shaking. And then Foil Grim, brother, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, brother. Oh, by the way, if you guys did get a membership, please make sure to thank Sandy, Foil, and also Stroyer for being so generous. And of course, make sure to thank Duty Streams for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that very much. So anyway, so let me get back to the story about Review Tech USA.
That money. I really do.
So
I need
he threatened them.
Pay my bills.
It was crazy.
Welcome back, Duty.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Goldie, thank you for the 5. For the 5 Canadian. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome back. Yes, welcome home. Duty is home, and I'm glad to be back. So Review Tech USA, and I think that, you know, the Greystorp, they love all that shit. To them, they love all that shit, and they made content about it. They did videos, they posted content about it. To them, it was just milking Review Tech USA. Oh, baby brother, thank you, brother. Baby man, thank you, brother, for being a member for 2 months. I appreciate you. I'm not sure, man. You might have to reach out to DSP and ask him for some advice on how to empty the watch. Hey, what's up, Mr. Quasar Hopper? How you doing, brother? And Cobain, hello. Paul, what's up? And all you guys, I appreciate you guys being out here. The Scalper, of course, big ups, brother. Okay, all right. So I think I've gave you enough story about the whole Review Tech USA, and then that just kind of disappeared. And he kept threatening Greystorp with lawsuits and all that stuff. And then eventually it went away. Greystorp moved on to someone else. So right here, I believe this was 15 hours ago, this was posted. Greystorp posted this little video.
It's been tough. Feels like it's been tough.
It's been tough. Radical Jaws, brother, thank you. Thank you, brother, for being a member for 21 months, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate all my members. Appreciate all you guys just being out here. It means a lot to me. So, all right. So let's watch this video.
Fat baby.
This is a short video. Apparently, the Thorpes were driving in a car. We don't see Ben Thorpe's hands, so God knows where they were. But it worries me. And here's Grace talking about DSP.
Dude, that guy is like, he's bigger than we thought, Grace. Or I thought, yeah.
GSP?
Sure, he's big.
Yeah, no, he's pretty big. I've had like long conversations with him in DMs.
He got like a $2,000 donut.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said, I've had long conversations with him in the DMs, right? And then they mentioned the big $2,000 dono. So this was recent. This was something new. I didn't catch it because I don't follow Greystorp and her dad or whatever. I don't watch any of their podcasts. So again, the only time I know anything about them is when someone posted on Twitter or whatever. So, or someone sends me the message. Yeah, his fake $2,000 tip that he received last week. So this is recent. Let's keep going.
He's big. He's like known as a lolcow, but I was gonna do an interview with him about how like what being a lolcow is and like how we feel like we identify and don't identify with it. Well, because I mean, what am I gonna do? Play video games with him? That's what he does.
Oh.
Because he hit me up and he was No, somebody.
I don't even just talk shit about.
Okay. He hit me up. So it wasn't like Grace reached out and said, hey, DSP, I like to do some content with you. What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? It wasn't like that. No. Phil actually at 3 o'clock in the morning, after he finished watching his BBC content, right? You know, and messaging LTG for the 1,000th time and probably messaging Kino Casino, he decided to reach out to Grace Thorpe in DM. Good God, which tells me he knows exactly who Grace Thorpe is. So, again, Phil acts like he doesn't know anything or anybody or any drama. He probably knows more low-cal content information than any of us, okay? Like, he has probably fucking binders of every low-cal out there, and he knows specifically everything that's going on. And you know he tracks his detractors 24 hours a day, okay? He's probably watching. Everyone say hi to him now. He's probably watching this stream right now from his bed, okay? He probably is. Mr. Jinx, brother, thank you for the 2 jewels. Thank you, brother.
Hello, Jew.
Hello, Jew. Thank you, brother. So you know the guy's watching, so let's all say hi to Phil, okay? Good guy. And Chris, brother, my man, thank you, brother, for being a member for 7 months. I appreciate you. Phil is he could be. That might be next, man. That might be next. He might want to do an interview with Cyrax to get his opinion on, you know, his trolls and how they mistreated him. Don't put it past Phil, man. He's desperate. The man is desperate to hit that $150 donation goal every stream because he needs to look successful to everyone on the internet, because of course that's his gimmick now, that he's successful. So it doesn't matter if you make fun of him. It doesn't matter that his wife is obese. It doesn't matter that he looks like he's ODing on Ozempic. None of that matters because he's getting $150 from like 6 random dents.
That money, I really do. I need that money. Pay my bills.
Cobain, brother, thank you, man. Thank you, Cobain. I appreciate, brother, the 2 Canadian. Phil feeding for maybe, man, maybe. I mean, maybe he's into that stuff. I don't know. It's so weird, man. I think what he's doing is he's just messaging random women because he's alone.
That money.
He's lonely.
I need that money.
And he figures, let me give it a shot.
Duty will Phil DM Wings and ask how he retired?
Wait a minute. My chat's a little behind. Give me a second. Sorry. Refresh this. Oh, here it is. Okay. Foil, brother, thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate it. Duty will Phil DM Wings and yeah, of course. And, you know, the minute that Wings announced that he was retiring, DSP was DMing him, probably calling him, asking him to do an interview, give him the exclusive, and he's probably still bothering the motherfucker. Like, you know, Wings is trying to live his best life, and then we have DSP over here begging him to do a fucking podcast interview with him. You know that happened. Duty, what's all with all the it's easy and lazy, computer. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's easy to use ChatGPT to make a thumbnail. That's the honest truth, brother. It really is. And to be honest, I've ran out of thumbnail ideas. That's the honest truth. That is the honest truth. Okay. I know a lot of people don't like them because they don't like AI thumbnails, but I'm sorry, man.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Wheel, brother, thank you for the
Anon $2,000 will save the Duty stream. Welcome back.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And by the way, man, Japan was okay. Like buying stuff in Japan wasn't too bad. Food was expensive though. Food was pretty pricey. But like my flight was expensive. The Airbnb I rented wasn't bad at all. That was reasonable. You know, it was all in all okay, but yeah, Duty has to refill the coffers. I mean, I spent like a year, you know, paying this stuff off. Like I would get the air ticket first, and then I'd rent the house, and then, you know what I mean. So it wasn't like a sticker shock to me where everything was all up front. So because I don't like parting with my money, I really don't. I'm not a fan of parting with my money, so I rather part with my money gradually. You know, I'm the type of guy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm the type of guy that I'll go to Best Buy, and if Best Buy is doing like an 18-month financing free for like $1,000 for like $1,000, I'll put it on that card just so that I don't have to give Best Buy $1,000 out of my pocket. Not that I can't afford it, but you know, it's just I don't like parting with my money. Okay. Japan is an island. You may be wondering. Yes, I am wondering. I know that it's around it. So It's very it's certain things are expensive, but other things are more reasonable. Like hotels and stuff at reasonable. Like housing, very reasonable. Like you can get a beautiful house in a nice area in Japan for like $120 US, $120,000 US. And sadly, I did not run into PewDiePie. I was looking for him. I was in his area. I didn't find him though. Someone said you're like 70. I'm 50, brother. I'm 50. I'll actually be 51 soon. So just to let you know, Duty's birthday may have passed or may be coming up. I don't give my actual birthday detail, but pretty soon you're going to start hearing me posting that I'm 51. So I'm an old man. Yes, I am old. A lot of people don't believe me. Yes. Why would anyone lie about being 50 years old? So if I'm going to lie, I'm going to say I'm 20. So go Bane, brother. Thank you for the 440.
Hello, Drew.
Thank you. Well, no, I'm not confirming whether I'm in August, September. My birthday could have been in July. Who the fuck knows? I don't confirm my birth date, but it's soon or recently passed. That's all I'm gonna say. Soulmate, brother, thank you for the 100 kicks. Thank you very much. Apparently, Grace Thorpe is now alleged. Oh God. See, you know what? When people do this, they just do it for content. They're the motherfuckers that just throw everything. You know what I mean? Like. Trust me, in like 6 months, she'll be talking about how she's transgender and she wants to, lop her tits off. You know what I mean? And then 6 months later, she'll be like, well, no, I'm not. I was mistaken or some shit like that. You know, they're the JoJo Siwa of content creation. They're just throwing shit up at the wall. Dude, I'm 57. I feel like I'm 30. I still feel young. You know what I mean? My body's breaking down, but I still feel young. By the way, next week, Duty will be getting LASIK surgery for the second time. Good God. Yeah. The good thing is it's going to be LASIK plus. So the recovery should be a lot easier and stuff like that. So. Not Phil said I'm 54. I look a lot younger than Phil. Oh, I look like I'm 30. I look like I'm about 35, 34. I look young. So that's not the big problem. It's just my body's starting to deteriorate. And yeah, I'm one of the lucky few that needs to get LASIK a second time. So I went in and because my vision was just like kind of getting fucked up. I got LASIK about 10 years ago and my vision's kind of been getting hazy lately. Light's been bothering me. So I went into the LASIK Plus one of the LASIK Plus centers.
I need that money.
And they checked my eyes out. They said that they can do the procedure to adjust my vision.
Judy needs a new PSU for his PC. Dude, I'm only 13.
No. My PCU is good. I got a 1300 watt platinum PCU on my PC. I'm good, man. I'm good. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the 2. Okay, all right. So let's finish listening to the Grace. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Hold on. Let me go forward. Let me move back a little bit, and then we'll listen. It's like a 45-minute clip.
Well, because what am I going to do? Play video games with him? That's what he does.
Oh.
Because he hit me up and he was, no, somebody.
I thought you were just talk shit about RTU.
Yeah, but he doesn't really know RTU that well, I guess.
Neither do we.
Yeah, that's true.
Big fat baby. That's all I know.
Big fat baby.
Right.
Wet his diapers.
They were making fun of his diapers. Oh. So anyway, so apparently that's right, folks. It is confirmed directly. No, it's not. It's a 47-second video. I'm sorry. So confirmed here, DSP is just messaging random low-cal women on the internet. Yeah, that's right. Another one. Third one. Where there's smoke, there's fire here, folks. I'm sorry, you're a married human. If you're a married human, you don't be tweeting out to random women. Like anyone out there that's messaged me, any woman that's messaged me, knows that my DMs are super clean. I'm very respectful. I don't get into personal shit. It's just like a quick little chat. I tell them thank you, and I move on with my day. Just because like I'm a married man, so I'm very respectful to my wife. Put it this way, if she wanted to look at my phone, she can grab it, look at my DMs, there'd be nothing there that would be out of sorts, okay? So, I don't know if Phil can say the same thing. So, Kat, if you're out working today, and you're listening to this, which you might be, you might want to ask DSP to pull up his phone and take a gander at his DMs to see exactly who he's been talking with, because this Grace Thorpe character, man, it's Jenna level. This is like Jenna level stuff. Like pretty soon, like I wouldn't put it past Grace to come out next week and talk about she's doing the OnlyFans and she's gonna be wearing diapers and stuff like that. Like that's the foulness that is the Thorpes. Honestly, it's quite disgusting. Now, whatever they want to do their thing, I really don't care. But I just find it extremely funny that DSP is now trying to tie himself with the Thorpes. God, can you imagine if the Thorpes decide to do what they did to Review Tech USA and simply just show up at his place? Because his address is out there. Anyone could Google his address. And Phil really thinks that little gate, that drawbridge shit that he has there is gonna protect them. You could just walk around it, Phil, okay? And he doesn't have security there. He doesn't have anyone posted at guard. Anyone could quickly go in there and, visit DSP. It would be funny as all hell. Can you imagine if Grace Thorpe was recording at the Snortex? And again, he brings this on himself because he decides to insert himself with this type of person. So I don't feel bad for Phil at all. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel bad for him, but when he self-implodes and actually creates this drama, then that's on him, man. Jesus Christ. And he better not play this. I don't know who that is. No, Phil. You know who that is. Just like you knew who Becky Boop was. Just like you knew who Early Bird was. You know who all these people are, okay? Oh, we got his address. He got doxxed years ago. I don't put his address out there because I don't do that type of shit. You know what I mean? But it is out there if anyone wants to see it. He was the idiot. Apparently, what happened with him was he lived in Connecticut. He published these business cards. That's right, this DSP business cards, and he had his condo there. And then, of course, once you kind of get that bit of information, you can pretty much decipher, So with the internet, you can pretty much find. And then I think when he moved, they also found out, where he moved, because of course he told everyone he was moving to Renton like an idiot. So you can easily do a research on properties out on the King County website of Washington, and and the electric bill. Yes, of course, don't forget the electric bill. So yeah, he claims that people doxed him. That's not true. He self-doxed. Okay, so he was the idiot that put his information out there and self-doxed. Now, people just, found it and blew it up, but that's not their fault. That's your fault for putting your shit out there. So, alrighty. Okay, so more to come. Let's see how he reacts. By the way, any of you LARPers out there in the Phil streams, any of you LARPers out there, make sure to bring out Grace Thorpe. I think if you're looking for a new name, if he banned you, if you add Grace Thorpe into your username, that'd be pretty funny. And if you do that, I will make sure to clip it and post it, okay? And maybe we'll get a crash out. Maybe we'll get another crash out from DSP. Okay. So essentially that was my video this morning. My video was me recapping those events, stuff like that. So there you go. You don't need to watch it. Skybomb. Big up Skybomb. Thank you, brother, for being a member. Thank you for being a member. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. And by the way, I did see your name. You are actually one of the subscribers to my friend's DSP Spiritual Successor channel. So there you go. Big up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. What he'll do is he won't acknowledge it. What he'll do is he'll just ban people quietly. So hopefully we get those DMs leaked. That would be funny because, of course, the Thorpes are that way. To pressure Phil, what they'll do is they'll start, they'll threaten him to release the DMs. And if he doesn't play ball, they'll just release all the DMs. And of course, they'll probably make shit up on top of it, which is great for us. Okay, good morning, Duty. Good morning. Hey, good morning. What's up, Who? How are you? I'm good. Big ups to the chat, brother. Thank you. His property tax actually is $5,800. Big ups to Jay Gannon. You can actually go to the website and all you have to do is look at the property value. The property value, I think, is His property value is $512 or $513,000, and then all you have to do is go to the municipal website, and then calculate whatever their percentage is, property tax percentages, and it came out to like I think about 58. This is like no 53 or $5,400 that he pays. What's fucking outrageous is he pays $600 for HOA fees. So HOA fees and his property taxes alone come out to $1,100 on top of his principal and interest that the idiot has to pay. That's quite fucking insane. Cam, brother, thank you for the 10.
Hello, Drew.
Thank you, brother. No, it's $450. Still insane. $450 for the what? For the property tax? For the property tax? Property tax or HOA? I mean, either is insane, man. That's fucking crazy. I don't think I've ever paid for an HOA ever in my life. Fuck that. I mean, we're still talking what? That's expensive, man. I looked it up. Okay, bro. I trust you. 600 for the HOA. Dude, yeah, that's ridiculous, man. 450 for the HOA. Okay, it's 450 for the HOA. My apologies. I thought it was 600. And again, I go by a few people on Twitter that follow that shit, so my apologies if I got it wrong. That's still insane. $450 for an HOA. $450 and then property taxes of over $5,000 a year. That's more than most people's fucking mortgages. That's fucking insane. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. He's never going to pay that house off. And it's going to get even worse when he can finally refinance. Because you know he's going to refinance that. They're going to tell him, oh, you qualify for up to whatever his equity is, right? Let's just say they say, okay, you qualify for $200,000. You know he's going to take out a fucking equity loan for $200,000. Because he's just that idiot. He's that type of idiot. New Jersey's fucking insane, brother. New Jersey's insane. All the Northeast are insane. I'm in Florida, so my property taxes are like nothing. So I appreciate my property taxes. I'm never gonna bitch and complain about property taxes. You know, I'm paying $6,000. Shit. Fuck that. That's insane. I'm sorry. No, because again, you got to think about when you retire. Are you going to be paying $6,000 a year for property taxes when you retire? That's like fucking $500 a month just on property taxes. No, I'm sorry, man. Fuck that. I don't want to pay anything when I retire. Shit. Yeah. Interested to know what you guys pay over the USA. Yeah, Florida's cheap. Florida for my so all right, I'm not gonna say how much my property is worth, but my property is worth a lot of fucking money. And even with that, I think I pay like $2,000 or something like that. I think my property's out like $2,000. It's not that expensive at all. When I lived in PA and had my house in PA, I was paying about $6,000 in PA. Shit, that's fucking crazy. I own my outright. Yep, same thing. Yep, I own my outright. All my houses. I don't like having a mortgage. I've had one mortgage in my life. That was my first home that I had, and that was for like $30,000, and I paid that off in 2 years. Every other house that I bought, I've built up enough equity, and I got really lucky. Like I've always been in that. I've always been in that cycle where I buy a home when it's cheap, and then when I go to sell it, it's at all-time peak value. So that's how I was able to basically able to pay my current house off in cash. So the only thing I pay is property taxes and my bills. That's it, and my insurance. So, you know, the only thing that fucking kills me is flood insurance. That shit is fucking expensive. My flood insurance is ridiculous, and I don't even live in a fucking flood zone. But I don't know. It's still fucking expensive. Okay, enough of homes or whatever. Yeah, I'm an old man, bro. I'm old foil. All right, so let's get into some of the content because, of course, DSP has just been crashing out lately. And like I mentioned, shit, 10K. Fuck California, man. California is insane. My niece moved down there. She's over there. I think she's like right outside of Fresno. And she can't afford a house. She's living in an apartment because the property taxes are fucking insane. So I told her she was insane. I told her, move to Utah. Utah is nice, and Utah is cheap as shit to live in. And I think it was rated the best state in the country to live in, Utah. It's right next to California. Move to Utah. Everybody should move to Utah. Yeah, taxes are more interesting, DSP. Okay, so like I've mentioned earlier before, DSP has been just crashing out nonstop. And not only crash outs, all right? His attitude has gotten just terrible. Have anyone noticed DSP's attitude? He's so fucking mad all the time. He's upset. He's pissed off. Like, he's up front, like, you know, for a while there, when after the Asmongold arc occurred, right? He decided, all right, I'm going to be Mr. Nice Guy. I want to put this facade up that I'm a nice guy, and what my detractors say is a lie. I don't crash out on people. I don't yell at people. I don't moderate chat. You guys remember that, right? He just drew all that shit out the fucking door. He was just like, all right, fuck this. The Asmongold bump is done. None of them stayed. The only people that I have from these 2 arcs, from Kino and from the Kino arc and from the Asmongold arc, is just the Kino trolls, all right? I mean, Lance Catamaran stopped supporting. Who's the other dad? Your future stepdad stopped supporting. I don't even think he's there anymore. He just got tired of Phil's shit. He's not there anymore. Who's giving money on fucking Kick? The only people giving money on Kick are the trolls. Like that one guy that posts what's the word? The N-word. His name is what's the N-word backwards or something, or you know, he spells the N-word backwards and then he says, how do you say, or whatever the fuck his name is. He drops a couple members here and there. A few people do donate kicks. And yeah, I did see that. I was on it. I gave Lance a shout out. I gave Lance Catamaran a shout out when I saw him there. I saw him in that chat. Yeah, and he occasionally still goes on Kino Casino as well. So I don't think he says much on Kino Casino because you know, people just rip him to shreds. Well, anyway, yeah. So he is now just he's basically 2018 DSP when his life was miserable. When, you know, his wife is cucking him, probably with Tyrone at the time. You know, everything was just going bad. The tax saga was starting up. Everything was just bad for DSP, right? And of course, he was just a miserable curmudgeon. And you say something that he remotely thought that was trollish, or you were making fun of him, he would ban you and berate you, right? And with the Asmongold arc, of course, he couldn't do that. He had to basically act like, you know, no, my detractors lie. They make it look like I moderate people when I don't. I don't ban anyone. What are they talking about, right? And, you know, he had to clean his act up for a few months. That's all fucking gone now. And he's literally out there telling people that that's who he is. He's going to call you out. He's going to call you an asshole. He's going to crap all over you. And he doesn't give a shit who you are. That's his whatchamacallit. We're going to watch a couple videos of him, of course, crashing out. And I want to find the one specifically where he just says, I want you to say something stupid in my chat so that I can call you out and berate you. Okay, here it is. All right, so I think this was the video. This is him crashing out over his dents not willing to support Marvel Tokon. So Marvel Tokon, he is going to play for a game or two, a stream or two. But he's going to rage quit that because his dents aren't going to support him playing the offline content. So let's watch this video here. What I love is he's just blatant now and honest on what he's going to do and who he is, okay?
Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, that's impossible 47 times a stream.
That's
However, there is hope. Welcome to Duty Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-pignosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Duty Streams today, because pignosis...
Graham, that's a really good point. He really loves throwing stones at people and loves being the internet tough guy. The problem with that is that it's dangerous because everyone knows where you live at. You know what I mean? And again, let me preface this by saying I don't want anyone fucking with him. Leave him alone. Don't fuck with him in real life. You guys know the whole thing, right? But you know, when you're hated by people like this and you act the way you act and you want to dump on people and shit on people and tell people to fuck off and all that stuff, you know, what's not to say that someone's not going to take that to heart and be like, oh, okay, Phil, That's who you want to be? Okay, cool. And then, you know, you have to go out sometime, at least once a week, to go grocery shopping for your big wife. Again, man, you know, I'm not wishing this on him. Nobody should fuck with him. I'm not saying that, but you know, one day, man, one day someone is going to be pissed at you and is going to make it a point to find you and fuck with you. And I don't want that to happen to you, dude. I don't, but you know, but you don't take any fucking advice whatsoever, man. You think that you're untouchable. And he says it all the time. I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. Bro, life isn't a video game. He really thinks that life is a video game, that if someone hurts you or harms you, you could just respawn. He really thinks that. And real life isn't that way, Phil, okay? You can't respawn when someone fucks with you in real life.
This spreads fast, but laughter spreads fast.
But anyway, in regards to this, right?
Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it.
I'm trying to do variety and it works. If I just sit here and just play fighting games, I know for a fact it won't work. I'm not known as a fighting game guy. I don't think I ever will be. The fighting game community hates me because at a time when they were struggling and they were really trying to make it, I was popular. I was huge.
I was popular. Raiden. Yeah. No, I did. Raiden mentioned that I had mentioned that I knew some shit. Yes, I did. I think I talked about it on my last stream. So, what ended up happening when Raw Phil got banned, I have a contact at YouTube who's been helping me out. They were the ones that helped me out actually get my monetization back in 2024 when, you know, the whole team DSP thing happened, right? And the guy's been really cool. I actually helped him out with some legal advice and stuff like that, and we've been really cool. So he's been helping me out. So I asked him to look into it to me to see what he can find. Like, they have a ticketing system, they have notations and all that. So I talked to him, he reached out to me and he told me what specifically happened. So he was able to look at the ticket, see exactly what the report was from Phil. And I wanted to talk to Raw Phil before I mentioned it because it's his business. I didn't want to... What's up, BVAV? How you doing, brother? I didn't want to put... And Coors, what's up, brother? I saw you out there. I didn't want to put Raw Phil's business out there if he didn't want that out there. You know what I mean? Because Raw Phil, for the most part, keeps himself. He doesn't really talk to too many people. I talk to him every so often on DMs and stuff like that. Like, he's had questions and stuff like that. We've had some really nice conversations. So I reached out to him and said, hey, man, I have my guy looking into what happened because I knew he was suspended. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, he had the right information when he appealed. So I found out that DSP did. So the report essentially was that when Team YouTube reached out to him in DMs, he wasn't talking about that. The guy, what was his name? What was the guy that was fucking with Phil in his chat? I don't remember what his name was. Bucketeer, right? He didn't mention Bucketeer at all. He mentioned Raw Phil. He blamed Raw Phil, told YouTube support that Raw Phil was coordinating the attacks, that he was egging it on, that it was his viewers and himself actually doing they were actually the ones doing the whole exploit, whatever. He basically went on a snitch with him. And the proof that we have is that Bucketeer is still on YouTube. He didn't get banned or anything. Bucketeer is actually a content creator. So he didn't even bring him the fuck up at all. And what he did was he shared screenshots of Phil's channel. He shared screenshots of Phil's chat. And what YouTube did was that's considered a security like issue whenever there's exploits and stuff like that, because you could potentially, if there is an exploit, someone could fuck with their system. So it got pushed to a security team that reviewed it. They ended up banning Raw Phil as a precaution. They banned it. They gave him a ban. They removed his channel. That way they assume, their assumption was, okay, there is an exploit. It is occurring. Is Raw Phil doing it to other channels? And of course, we all know Raw Phil had nothing to do with any of this. So Phil couched the whole thing as Raw Phil was the one that was doing the exploits and all that, which was a fucking lie. Now, Phil, when he came on and talked about it, he said, well, no, I just told YouTube chat that it was happening and that this Bucketeer guy was claiming responsibility. That was a lie. That was a flat out lie. He blamed Raw Phil. And then the other thing what he did was that he then reached out to, he spoke with that same representative and mentioned that Raw Phil was impersonating him. He also brought up the fact about the donations from Keemstar and all that stuff that people were donating to Phil, to him, thinking they were Phil. So all in all, what happened was DSP snitched on Raw Phil. He did. He snitched on him, and that was the reason why Raw Phil ended up losing his channel. But the main reason why he lost his channel was because of the security threat. That was the initial. That's why his channel was taken down. Now, as far as I know, more than likely he probably could qualify for the program where if your channel has been removed or banned or whatever, you qualify. When I spoke to Raw Phil, I think it's fine. Excuse me. He still has his AdSense, so it tells me he can qualify. To me, if you have your AdSense, that tells me that you can create another channel eventually. You know what I mean? Because normally when they ban you, they ban you and your AdSense. They ban both. So because they want to make sure you can't create another channel and monetize it. So that's what ended up happening. That was the information that I had. I didn't want to share it because I wanted to talk to Raw Phil first, because I wanted to make sure it was okay if I shared that. I didn't want to put his business out there if he didn't want me to. So that's what's happened. And I talked about it on the last stream because me and Raw Phil talked, and I gave him the information he needed so that he can submit the appeal. So there you go. All right, back to Raw. What happened? Back to DSP. Sorry.
Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, that's impossible, 45 to duty streams today.
I don't think I ever will be. The fighting game community hates me because at a time when they were struggling and they were really trying to make it.
The problem is, okay, so for anyone that does content creation, if you were in the YouTube partner program, right, you get access. Thank you. Brent, thank you for the 440.
Hello, Drew.
Thank you. Love it. Dexon, thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out the Pixar animation. By the way, we are going to be getting a new intro. I'm going to be getting a new intro, and I'm going to say that all I'm going to say is think Thanos, okay? It's going to be a Thanos-style content intro with our boy DSP, and it's funny. I think it's going to be great. When do you think Raw Phil will be back? Hopefully within 90 days. I hope. And again, BV, thank you, brother, for the 10 June.
Hello, Drew.
Hopefully he'll be back in 90 days. If not, maybe 6 months. I don't know. But he'll be back eventually. And if not, go to his Rumble. His Rumble is good. His Rumble, he's doing good on Rumble. So on Rumble, he's getting ads and he's getting subscriptions. So he's making some money on there. So shout out to Raw Phil. And if you want to support him, he also streams on Kick. He doesn't stream the live stream, but he does like a pre-stream, and then he also does his street fighting stuff on Kick. So, if you want to show some love to Raw Phil, he's out there. All right. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the video here of DSP, talking shit. So wait, Duty, is Phil actually cheating on Cat? No, I don't think he's cheating on Cat, but DSP does have an affinity for just messaging random women, and he did it with Panda Lee. He reached out to Panda Lee. He reached out to Cat in DMs. He did Becky Boop. He did Early Bird, and he did now Grace Thorpe. Again, why are you messaging random women, on Twitter or Discord or whatever? There should be no reason why you're messaging random women. I don't message any random woman. Typically, someone messages me. Like someone's asking me about content or whatever like that. I'll give you an example. Lisa Clips messaged me a while back ago, and we were talking about the whole Kino, and I helped her get one of her strikes removed. That was the extent of it. You know what I mean? And I just don't get it. I don't know why he's messaging these random women out of nowhere. And again, the Grace Thorpe, that was confirmed. Becky Boop, Grace Thorpe, that was confirmed. And Early Bird. All three were confirmed that Phil was the one that reached out to them. So I'm just curious. I want to know if Cat knows. That's my only question. Is Cat aware of his activities? So when Cat's in bed, in her bedroom downstairs, from an ice cream, sleeping from an ice cream coma, is she aware that all of this is happening?
I was popular. I was huge for being myself and not just being a try-hard sweat grinder. trying to win tournaments and shit, and I was doing much better than they were back in the day. So they hate my guts and haven't changed, even though I really don't give a shit about them. They still, dunk on me and say dumb shit about me all the time for no reason. So I don't care about them, and I have no desire to be part of the FGC.
Again, Phil, I wanna clear up that what's up, Derek? How you doing, brother? I want to clear up that misconception. No one in the FGC is talking about DSP. No one is talking about you, Phil, okay? The only time someone brings you up is when you do these rants like this and you're, grandpa screaming at clouds and talking about back in my day, it was different. We did it for the love. And you start shitting on the FGC. That's the only time someone brings it up, okay? All right, Phil? Your hatred for these people that most of them don't even know who the fuck you are or couldn't give a shit. Even the people that know who you are don't even give a shit about you. Like Maximilian, Justin Wong, none of them give two shits about you. They're like, go away. Like, shut up and just go away, Phil. You're a smudge in their foot. But you gotta insert yourself in the conversation like you're fucking relevant. You're not relevant. I don't know why this man can't simply accept the fact that whatever moment he had to shine is long gone. That's just over with. And again, a lot of this just comes from Phil just hating the fact that he's a locale and has zero respect from anyone. That's what, he wants to be treated like this. He wants to be treated like Justin Wong and Maximilian, dude. People that are kind of loved and cherished, and everyone knows who they are. Even if you don't know who they are, the name is familiar, and you hear a lot of praise and respect for these people. And Phil doesn't get that, and that bothers him. So he thinks acting this way is gonna help. How about you be a little bit more humble and more respectful? How about you actually try to mend those fences? How about doing that, Phil? Maybe be a little bit contrite and apologize and just say, you know what? Yeah, I was a big fucking hater, and yeah, I was salty that it was Justin Wong and not me. And apologize and try to be a good person. But you can't do that because that's not who you are at your core. You'd be faking it.
I never want to be, okay? So in regards to Marvel ToeCon, all right, it's this simple. I bought the game. I made the choice. I even said, hey, even if this game still sucks online like it did in the beta, at least it looks like there's going to be some good offline content. I was right, okay? The game has 5 story episodes. So far, we've played 2. There's still 3 remaining. There's the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Spider-Man team, right? I'm sure that those are going to have some great stories and some good content, right? There's other offline content as well. I actually don't know what it is because...
By the way, Don Flurgandy became aware who Jade was yesterday, and he was laughing at Jade. He was laughing at Jade message, his monthly pop-up message, and he's like, he's a super supporter. This guy must be, the R word. And everyone was messaging saying, yeah, he is. He's handicapped. He is handicapped for real. And Don, you could tell Don felt so bad. Like, he's like, oh, I didn't know. It was like, it's all right. We understand. We get it. You saw one of his messages and couldn't decode it. We get it. But it was funny watching Don squirm a little bit about Jade. So
I haven't played it yet, and I haven't explored it. It may be worth doing. It may not be. I'm not sure. But at the very least, I think that the story modes are actually done exceptionally well, and I want to play them. Okay? So I will. In fact, I already have another Marvel ToeCon stream scheduled for Tuesday on the day stream, and I want to at least play through 1, if not 2 of the stories during that stream. But the thing is, I need you guys to actually show up for it. And here's why I say that. On Thursday, the release day of this game, I played the Doom campaign, and then we played a little bit of online for about 45 minutes, and then I played through the Samurai Outriders campaign. During the Samurai Outriders campaign, all I got was toxic shit from the chat. People were being insanely unfair, very negative, very toxic constantly. And all they were doing was yelling at me to play online, to which I explained, I'm not going to do that because I don't know how to play the game. In order to play online, you need to play with the character.
I can't. I don't know. I can't dump on Jade. It bothers me for me to dump on him. I know occasionally I'll make a joke here and there, but I literally feel bad. It's funny because my thing is that Jade. Everyone knows he has a physical disability, and a little bit of a mental disability. But you know what? He lives a way more interesting and better life than DSP. A man who's wheelchair bound, who probably, wears, Depends and stuff like that, has a more fulfilling life than DSP does. He goes out more, he goes to conventions, he goes to fucking concerts, he goes to wrestling matches. Like, Jade is trying to live his best life, so I gotta give the man props. So it's difficult for me to kind of make fun of Jade a little bit. I actually feel pretty bad. I wish Jade would find a content creator that is a kind-hearted person and would actually play video games that he would love, but he's stuck with DSP for whatever reason. Yes, I saw about 30 minutes of the documentary. It pissed me off, and we'll talk about it. I want to talk about the documentary a little bit because I was a little bit annoyed that Mike actually did the documentary, and I'm not going to gatekeep him. He can do whatever he wants, but it annoyed me that I felt like he was platforming a PDF, a piece of shit like EDP. Honestly, I really was a bit annoyed. Like, this is someone where it's not like, oh, that's questionable, we're not sure, or they were just DMs and nothing actually happened. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even justifying that, but even in that case, you're kind of like, okay, I kind of see why someone would want to do a documentary on it, but it's EDP 455. Oh god, it's some big 800-pound whale. He's fat, he's huge, where he got caught soliciting minors several times, went out to actually meet them, and got snagged by a YouTube channel who actually Aiden something Ross, I don't think it's Aiden, but somebody Ross. They caught him, they filmed him, he lost his platform, he lost his man had like a 2 million sub YouTube channel. He was paid. And lost it all. So now can't stream. Yeah, the cupcake guy, yes. He can't stream anywhere. Every time he creates a channel, gets banned. He can't monetize his content. He tried creating a website where he would post videos, and the shit got hacked to the point where he just gave that up. What happened to PWR? I have no idea, brother. I didn't follow PWR, brother. I mock him and make fun of him from time to time, but I don't follow him. I don't know. I'm assuming he probably OD'd or something. Who the fuck knows? Maybe his mom shut off the internet. Probably that's what ended up happening. His mom shut off the internet. Brian, brother, EDP is a streamer.
Money, I really do.
Well, no, he would make videos. I don't think he ever streamed.
At Duda
He would do
Streams
videos.
WB, how many milestones for a Bayuk?
How many milestones for a pay UK? What is that? What are you referring to, like a PayPal? I don't get it, brother. Thank you for the 2 though, man. I do appreciate it. If you want to just double, if you want to clarify it in the comments here, I'll read it for you, brother. Okay, you don't have to super chat me. Just post it. Just post a clarification. I'll read it, brother. Make sure to add me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it too.
Characters learn their offline stuff, then you go online. You don't just go right into online play, having no concept of how to play the game. It would be a waste of your time. But the audience doesn't listen. They sit there and they spam toxic stuff the entire time. So while I'm trying to have fun with the story with the Samurai Outriders team, I'd say
a pack. Well, you guys know when I went to Japan, the first thing I did was I found the Japanese cards, right? You know what happened to them? I fucking left them. I left them. So the good news is I did reach out to the guy that rented the Airbnb, and he's going to get them and mail them to me. It's just God knows when I'll get them. So I ended up buying 3 boxes, ended up wasting a lot of money. Yeah, I posted a picture of them and everything. So the guy said that he has a cleaner that goes out to clean. They'll grab it and then he'll mail it to me. So of course I'll pay for the shipping and stuff like that. So I was very pissed off with myself, but I had a lot of shit to pack, and I put them away in a closet, and I left that, and I left the charger. So I'm pretty annoyed about that. I don't like leaving stuff that's mine. So hopefully I'll get my charger back, and I'll get back those Pokemon cards. Hopefully the guy won't take them. The Airbnb guy is a great guy, so it shouldn't be an issue. SCS, brother, thank you for the 2 massive.
Hello,
can we open a pack? When I get those, yes, we will. I'll open them up for free. I don't charge for car. I'm not DSP, okay? I'll do it for free.
80% of chat was acting like little brats and being very, very negative and toxic towards me and the stream.
Yes, Derek. When we get to the when we get to the that segment I want to talk about, that was the underlying good point about the documentary.
Duty, do you think that Phil insults his chat with the same words that his parents or wife say to him? It seems pretty precise, almost like a trauma.
No. From what I gather, I think Cat does. I think Cat curses at him all the time. So yes, I do think Cat does. His mom, no. His mom babied the shit out of Phil, and his father was an absentee parent. Like DSP himself said that his father wasn't around. They didn't have any interest that they both enjoyed, and that his dad was more interested in banging secretaries at his job. So I don't think his dad was interested in anything DSP cared about, and his mom babied the shit out of him. The only one that remotely probably yells and curses is probably Cat. And in the DMs, the leaked DMs, by the way, we do have it in there where DSP says that Cat called him an idiot and made him eat shit for 2 weeks after the Steve Cambion interview. So yeah, I don't know, maybe he's but the thing is, he was a douchebag and was yelled at people before he met Cat. So, you know, so my answer is no. I think he's just a scumbag, period. That's all it is. He's just a fucking scumbag.
Claiming that they hated it and they just wanted me to go online. I'm not going to do that. Particularly now, we know the online play doesn't even work on PC. It lags to shit. You can't find matches. It teleports all over. It rolls back. It's a waste of your time.
So why don't you get the PlayStation 5 version, Phil? You got money. You're successful. You could drop $65 on the game, Phil. What's going on? Why don't you want to play? It's almost like you don't want to embarrass yourself. You know that you're going to get fucking clowned and you're going to get destroyed. And later on, he actually tells the truth. It's funny. Phil's been truth bombing recently, and he's been exposing the truth occasionally here and there. Like yesterday, he did tell the truth that he was an ugly monster, which is the case. And then he also exposed the truth here that the reason why he didn't do the online content was because he knows that he was going to suck and everyone was going to mock him and detractors were going to make content of it. And that's the real reason why he doesn't want to do online play.
All right, the FGC has now abandoned this actual game.
Wait, I thought you didn't care what the FGC did. I thought you weren't part of the FGC. So why do you continuously use the FGC for justification for the shit that you do? Why don't you do the opposite? You know what I mean? Why don't you try to make... And you know that PC fix is going to happen pretty fast. You know what I mean? Maybe within a week or so, it's going to get resolved and fixed. And look, trust me, even if the developers came out and said, we're putting a patch in by Friday, and we're fixing it, and it's confirmed by Friday that the online matchmaking is good, the stuttering problem is done with, everything's perfectly fine, he'll come and say, no, I'm not going to play the online match because it's too late. First impressions are always, valuable to me, and they've ruined the first impression, so I'm not going to give him another chance. It doesn't matter what they do, he's going to come up with some fucking excuse not to play online play. When he can just be honest and just say, look, I don't want to play online because I'm not good. I'm not good, and I don't want to spend my time trying to get good. Like, he should just be honest about it, because if he came out and said that, I'd be like, okay, he's admitting that he's not good. Okay, he's being truthful here, so all right. I mean, we could laugh at him still for being a sucky at games, but at least we couldn't call him a liar, or we couldn't call him someone that was coping and seething. He was being truthful.
On PC, they're outright said, we're not going to play it anymore. Brother? We're all going to go buy it on PlayStation 5, and we're going to turn crossplay off so PC players can't find matches.
I really hope that the PS5 version blows up. Like, I really hope that everyone, like even casuals, I hope that it becomes like the #1 game in the country for like a month. I really hope so. Just so that DSP can look like an idiot. Just so that his chat can go in and basically say every stream, hey, it's the #1 game. Hey, everyone's playing it. Why aren't you playing it? And of course, he loses shit and just ban people nonstop.
Okay.
Coop sip.
So being very, very honest with all of you,
what's up,
I'm
Dan?
not going to warrant a single person yelling at me saying they're demanding that I play this game online. I can't. I don't even have the right version to play online. If I had it on PS5, then at least it would have been a fun experience without a lot of lag and rollback and dropped frames and issues. Everyone collectively agrees the PC version sucks.
Again, this is a man who at the time wasn't successful, right? Before Kino Casino, he bought 4 fighting sticks pretty much, because he kept blaming Street Fighter lag and on the stick, right? Ended up buying like 4 different, ended up buying every single version of the game. Bought the Xbox version, bought the PlayStation version, bought the PC version. Ended up buying 3 versions of Street Fighter. But yet he's going to sit here and say, no, he's not going to buy 1 additional version for the PlayStation 5. And it isn't the problem, the fighting stick, because he actually bought a PlayStation 5 fighting stick. So that's not the problem. You know, he ended up buying a fighting stick for Xbox, for PC, and for PlayStation 5. He ended up buying a fucking fight stick for every one of them. The high-end one, the gourmet style fight stick. So, what's the problem, Phil? I think what it is, again, is that he doesn't want to be made fun of. He doesn't want to be made fun of, and the fact that he's been calling out the FGC a lot lately, if he sucks at this game, you know the FGC, those people are just going to mock him to no end.
Even the biggest creators are dropping PC and buying it on PS5 and only playing it on PS5.
He won't buy the PS5 version of Tokon because of Sony stopping on physical discs. Isn't Phil gonna play that new Wolverine game, a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes. Well, first of all, the disc thing doesn't happen till like 2028, so that's not happening right now. He can go buy a physical version of Marvel Tokon, so that's not happening now. So that's cope. That's just him. That's just him throwing out random shit to try to justify why he doesn't want to play the game. He doesn't want to play the game because he knows that he sucks. And I think, honestly, the fact that he's been trashing the FGC so much, he's worried that if he plays the game and gets curb stomped, everyone's going to make fun of him. You know, they're going to call him washed up. They're going to call him trash. And DSP, of all things, you know, he does care about what the FGC does say about him. He really does. This man stays up, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, reading what random FGC people say about him or don't say about him. So that's just a cope, brother. Really. And again, thank you, Nomad, for the 5, brother.
So, what I plan to do with this game moving forward this week is playing through some of the episodes and stories. I hope that those of you who like my content...
No, he doesn't care about physical games because he buys Nintendo. He buys Nintendo, downloads Nintendo games, and he downloads everything. He hasn't bought a physical game since like Xbox 360. Every single game after like Xbox 360, he purchased digital download. Every single one. So again, this is him being a fucking hypocrite. If he's going to justify, what's up, One Puppet? He's going to justify that I don't want to support PlayStation or Sony because they're moving away from physical discs. That's a fucking cope because every single game this guy's bought in the last, say, 20 years has been a digital copy.
And our positive people will come by and hang out and engage and support with said content. Okay? It's going to be chill fun. We're going to be playing through interesting story together, seeing how the game, comes together when it comes to that and the different, storylines and outcomes and scenarios of the teams. I think that's valid content. They put a lot of effort into the world design, the production value, and the story of this game. I want to experience that. I bought the game. I have a right to experience it, right? So I hope you'll be here for that. But outside of that...
except for the online play. He wants to experience everything but the most important part, which is the online play. Again, Phil, you can't call yourself a competitive or a former competitive fighting game person, someone who made it all the way up to 4th place in Evo, someone who claims to be the best American Street Fighter player or fighting game player in America, the best American one. You can't, brother. You have to, okay? You have to just suck it up and play this game. But he doesn't want to do that because he's washed up. I mean, we see it with all the fighting games he does. Even the classic ones. When he plays the classic fighting games, he's terrible at those. And I think a lot of it is not that it's not that he doesn't know how to play. I think he's just old. You know what I mean? He's just old and he's not as quick to the trigger as he used to be. That happens to everybody.
I mean, based on all the feedback that we're getting right now, okay? It sure sounds to me like this is a complete and utter waste of time trying to play it online. and I'm just not going to bother. Now you might say, oh, well then you're going to buy it again on PS5? You tell me how this sounds. No.
Way to fuck that up, Phil.
Did that sound echoey? Because I haven't used the echo effect in a while.
Look at that. Look at that. He's so slow. He's so old and slow. He can't even hit
Does
the
this sound
button.
echoey to you? I hope it does. Anyway,
he's so fucking lame. The scalper said, I hate it when he says, I have
no,
a
I'm not
right.
rebuying
No,
the
you
game.
don't.
I've bought it once. I've given Sony and Arxis my money. All right, I have. And there's no reason for me to buy the game again. I'm not. Why would I reward a game that doesn't work? I want you to think about that. This game doesn't work. So I'm going to buy it again. Did it need more echo? Okay, hold on. How about now? Does this sound more echoey? I forgot there was 2 different echoes. And I forgot which echo that was. I think the second echo is stronger. And you start using these effects again. Okay. So, in regards to this, no, I am not going to reward mediocrity. I'm not going to reward bad game development. Again, no one seems to know what the issue is with this game on PC. If it's DRM and it's Sony's fault, if it's the game, the netcode, and then it's Arxis's fault, like no one knows.
So made, brother.
But at this point, the FGC gave up. Like they all bought it on PC, and for 2 days tried to get it to work. They can't, and they all dropped it and said we're getting it again on PS5, and that's what they're doing. I'm not doing that. I'm not rewarding Arxis and Sony with a second purchase because the game runs poorly. I want you to think how crazy
But you were okay with rewarding Capcom when you realized that it's not that you suck at playing the game, it was that the Xbox version isn't the best version. And then you went to the PlayStation version. Then after the PlayStation version where you suck there, you then got your PC. And then once you got your PC, you then bought Street Fighter again for PC. And not only bought the game, he bought the skins, he bought the music, every single thing, and bought a brand new fighting stick. You were willing to pay 3 times for Capcom's incompetence because by what you're saying, Capcom was lazy and stupid and idiotic for not optimizing it for Xbox or PlayStation and made PC the better platform. You were fine with giving your money away there, but you can't do it for Marvel Token. Even though you'd probably make money doing it. Like you would probably make pretty decent money playing the game. But again, because of your fragile little ego and you're so concerned what people are going to say and mock you and detractors making content, you won't do it. Is that what you're saying, Phil? Because that's all I'm hearing, brother. What's up, Stock? I'm a little late, but Phil has talked with LTG Trolls. Oh yeah, definitely. He, I believe he's collaborated with Red Dale, which is I think DSP's LTG's biggest detractor. I know that he's shouted him out, you know, and according to DSP, he's not like the other detractors, where he puts effort into his detracting content on LTG, so he doesn't lump him up, Red Dale, with all the other scumbag detractors. He's like a different, detractor.
One that even is, oh, the game's bad, buy it again. But on top of that, this is the same company that you all just said you're boycotting because they're going all digital and they're ruining the future of games. And 1 month later, you're already buying their first Sony-produced game.
Daily rap is threatening wager quit sack hack.
It is. We'll watch it. I didn't get to see his daily rap today, but we'll definitely watch it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the 279 Radical. I didn't get a chance. I might do a review of it later after the podcast, but I didn't get a chance. I was too busy putting out my Grace Thorpe breaking news video this morning. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Radical Jaws. Thank you for the 279. Oh, by the way, I know you. I am streaming on Kick as well, brother.
Fucking twice. Because it doesn't even work on the first platform you bought it for. Why are you so stupid? So,
he really has a goldfish memory.
I am not doing that, okay? What I will do is this simple. We'll play the stories, We'll see how it goes. I really do hope
brother.
that you guys will show up for the story mode. Like I said, the next time I'm playing Tokon will be actually on Tuesday. All right. All right. We're going to play this through the story mode. I don't know. You guys will probably vote. You'll determine who the next team is that I play in the story mode or whatever. And we'll go from there. And we'll play it offline for a bit. And if they ever do fix the online play, I would consider trying to learn the game and play it online. But I'm not going to waste time on it now when we outright know it does.
The only way he plays it online is if one of his whales come out and say, Phil, I'll give you $1,000 if you play the game online. That's the only reason. That's the only way he's going to play it. Again, he's too invested, and he stuck his foot way too many times in his mouth to play it and suck at it. If he sucks at it, the FGC is going to crucify him. Dude, I posted some on Twitter the other day. Remember when he was telling detractors, oh, I want people to clip it and post it. I want the FGC to see this. Bro, I got so many fucking comments and views on that video from people that I had no clue who they were. People were like, what the fuck? You know, FGC people that were commenting on it. You know, smaller content creators and people that just are part of the FGC. And they all said the same fucking thing. They were looking at this old geezer and they were like, what is he bitching about? He's completely wrong. He's a fucking idiot. Duty, you're freaking me out by replying and answering comments. Oh, you gotta always answer comments, brother. You do, man. I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm sorry, baby. You know, I haven't played this in a while. Hold on.
Seems like I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry, baby.
Doesn't work, and the FGC abandoned it. It's going to be even worse than that beta where I couldn't find anyone. We're going to find no one. Or if we find someone, it's going to be the worst possible connection. It will not be worth playing. So it sucks. It really does.
Thank you, real
because
cool boy.
this is a game that should have been a massive hit, and they botched it horribly. This is probably one of the worst case scenarios. And again, if it weren't for the FGC being so desperate for attention and trying to stay pertinent, they probably would have just dropped it. But they need this game, so they have to go buy it again and basically pad the wallets and pockets of a company that ripped them off. That's messed up, in my opinion. Very stupid. I'm not willing to do that. Okay, it's not a matter of I can't afford the game. Of course I can. I'm not wasting money. I'm not buying it a second time. They don't deserve it. Okay?
How much money have you wasted playing gourmet prices on Pokemon cards where you're paying double? You're paying double the markup on Pokemon cards, Phil? Yet you won't get another game for PlayStation from people that your vents want you to play it. It's not like all the detractors want you to play it, which we do because you know you suck at it. But your viewers basically are like, dude, get the fucking game and play it. Stop being a bitch. And I really hope he's supposed to... Is he playing this tonight? I think he's playing it tonight or tomorrow. Whenever the fuck he's playing it. I really hope he gets the least supported stream all year. I want him to have a fucking meltdown. I want him to scream, shout, yell, just ban people. That's what I want to see.
That money, I really
That's
do.
what I want to see. I really do.
My bills.
Boyle, thank you, brother, for the
can never be flushed.
No.
Just blocks and floats.
Exactly, yeah. You just need a good shove. Nah, I posted the other day, the rumors of my demise were premature, brother. No. I just needed a break from the vortex, brother. All right, let's go.
So, sorry to those who this disappoints because you wanted to see me play online and rage and suck and get beaten in the game. I don't care. You're not pertinent to me. I want to repeat what I just said. You're not pertinent to me. You're not important. I don't care about you. You're the people that don't support my content anyway. So I don't give a fuck about your opinions. I don't care that you were so angry that on launch day I barely played the game online. I don't care that now you're angry that I'm not going to play it online again. I didn't create the situation, but you'll blame me anyway. So why do I give a shit about your invalid opinion? You're insignificant. You're worthless. No one cares. If you're going to sit here and complain constantly that I'm playing the game offline, move on. If I see you complain, you're banned. If you come back, you're banned again. And on top of that, I'm going to publicly ridicule you in my content and streams to show what a loser you are. You sat here on Thursday and you ruined my night stream being toxic dirtbags. I'm going to publicly humiliate you every time you open your mouth on my streams. Okay?
He really thinks that anyone that's in his chat, right, where he calls them out and puts them on the hot seat, I guess, I don't know. He really thinks that people care and worry about
I've
that.
never run into this thing before.
That's the reason why they're there, Phil.
Yeah, look, it's a money
They want
creature.
that reaction from you,
money
brother.
around.
Wasted.
What the hell was
Thank
that?
you, brother, for the 10.
A man in Japan. Welcome
brother.
back, Duty.
Thanks,
You
man.
came back at a perfect time. Philbert has been on a good one lately. The crash outs have been juicy. I hope some dents can wake up and walk away.
Some of the dents have, like I mentioned before. I mean, like your future stepdad's gone. He lost all of his moderators. You know, the other thing, by the way, you know who I haven't seen in the longest, ever since Wings retired? I don't see 672 anymore. 672 used to pop in for once or twice a month just to pop his message. He's not fucking around. I'm pretty sure he's not even subbed to DSP anymore. You know what I mean? Like, how many of his old time dents are still around? Like, you still have your few, you know, you still have your fucking, Stalking Tiger guy, what the fuck, Timbo. You still have Jade, you have Timbo, Jade. You have, you know, Kevin's still around. Kevin Bernstein hasn't been around for a while either. Kevin Bernstein got fucking harassed out of Phil's chat. Because even the people in Phil's chat don't even like him. Like the viewers that kind of like Phil didn't like him either. You know what I mean? And it's just every time I look at his chat, it's just random people. It's like, who the fuck are any of these folks? And again, I've been following Phil closely for a good 6-7 years. You know what I mean? And I'd say like 90% of these names, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who's this? Like, I've never seen this person here. And to me, whenever I see those names, most of them are just trolls. And the other lovely thing is, ever since the Argentinian membership thing got fixed, you know what I've noticed? A huge drop in green names. No one's buying a fucking membership. No one. I mean, we got, you know, Troon Princess Luna gifting one membership every other day, and that's it. No one else is subbing or being a member in his channel. It's quite bad. It's not good for Phil, man. Couple that with the fact that the kick support's just dead. Lance is gone. Your future stepdad is gone. I mean, the only one really supporting are the trolls, his trolls. And 220, for some reason, I don't know, 220 came back to his chat and supporting again. But even 220 is not dropping massive bombs. Like, he'll give him maybe like a 500 kicks when he wants to say something, or he might gift a sub. So, I mean, it's not like he's dropping hundreds of dollars on Phil. So, Vaso, yeah, I haven't seen Vaso in a while either. Vaso's gone. I don't know, man. These dents, man, they come and go. And again, I think a lot of that comes from DSP himself. Like, these people, I think they come in and they want to form some type of relationship or kinship with Phil. And Phil's just not going to do that. Phil's just like, just give me my money and leave me the fuck alone. Don't ask for anything. And I think a lot of people have actually seen that. I mean, look at what happened with, who was the dent? His moderator who made the rap song. Who was the guy that made the rap song? I forgot his name. Fuck, what was his name? His mod who made the rap song. He's gone. He's not there anymore. I haven't seen his ass there for a while. And I know he privated all his shit. Flatman B. Yeah, Flatman B apparently got a lot of hate and was harassment, which, you know, it's fucked up. He got a lot of hate and harassment where he had to private all his shit, all his videos on YouTube, and he's gone. I haven't seen him around like 2 or 3 weeks.
That money, I really do. I need that money.
I don't know, man.
Bills.
Ian's struggling to raise money for Wish Kids, and this roach continues to thrive.
Dude, send me a message. I like to donate, man. Do me a favor, send me a message on X or email me. I like to make a donation, brother. I hope y'all, man. That's right. That's what we're here for. We're here to help people out, brother. Just shoot me a DM. Thank you, brother, for the 5. Just shoot me a DM. Yeah, because I think I've talked to you in X. Send me an email. You know, whatever's easiest for you, brother. And I'll give me the link or whatever, and I'll drop a donation for you. Alrighty.
There you have it.
Well, his dents have a lot of fatigue.
Okay.
Can we learn more about Japan? Yeah. What do you want to know about Japan? Japan's beautiful. It's really lovely. It's broken out into separate prefectures. I want to say my favorite, Tokyo, was amazing. So if you're a city person, Tokyo is like, I think almost, to me, like bigger than New York. Like, it's insane. Tokyo is amazing. I really like Tokyo. But I like Osaka. Osaka was just amazing. I loved Osaka. The food was great. I'm not even a big foodie, but even the stuff that I did eat was really great. The nightlife is really nice. Everyone is, what I really love is everyone is so nice there. Everyone that's there is just chill. I didn't hear any screaming whatsoever. And where I'm from, you hear someone screaming every fucking day. I don't think I've heard anyone scream at all in my 2 months in Tokyo. In Japan, no one screamed. Everyone's polite. Everyone is nice. Everyone's very courteous. We got on the train a few times. Night and day, man. Night and day. No, I didn't go to the Sultan. No. We almost did. I told the story the last time where me and my wife almost wandered into that district, and that turned a little crazy quickly. But even that, people were respectful. Like the hookers were very respectful. Okay, they didn't come up to me and they weren't like, oh, you want to love me? You want me to love you a long time? No. Me and my wife noticed where we were at, and then we walked away. It was a kind of a date night, me and her. So it was really well done. It was really nice. I think I would prefer Kyoto. Yeah, there are a lot of beautiful places in Japan. I think for me, the most significant, there were two places that kind of almost made me tear up. No lie. Hiroshima. So the Hiroshima thing just has some amazing, like, just very somber vibes. And you go there and you get kind of like, you can feel it. Like, you can feel what happened there. You know what I mean? You can feel the what happened in World War II there. And Mount Fuji was amazing. If anyone goes to Japan, if you go to Mount Fuji, don't do it by yourself. Pay for the tour. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's amazing. Like, the tour is awesome. They include everything too. Food. It's an all-day thing. It's amazing. It's better than doing it yourself. I was gonna do it myself, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna. So the neighbor I was literally convinced me, nope, do the tour. It's very reasonable. It's like an all-day thing. Just do a tour. You can open up your Google and find, Mount Fuji tours, and you're set. So it was amazing. It was a very nice, dude. Yeah, man. The Hiroshima thing was just like, dude, I teared up, brother. I teared up, man. It was I teared up, man. Very suspicious how Fallout doesn't exist and everything. No. Actually, when it's a nuclear bomb, that's different. That's different than say a nuclear reactor Fallout. And also too, they didn't ignite the bomb on impact, so they blew the bomb up about, I don't know, what was it, like 2,000, 3,000 feet above the actual ground. So what it did was that would cause more damage that way. Where, if it just hit the ground, the bomb, and exploded, it would cause less damage than actually detonating it in the atmosphere. But what happens is the fallout kind of evaporates a lot faster. So airburst, yeah. Yep, Ben, that's why. Yeah. So they kind of even attacking them, they were trying to minimize the damage to the environment and everything. So, man, there you go. But yeah, I recommend it wholly. But yeah, Mount Fuji, I teared up like a baby. I got very emotional. And Hiroshima, I got very emotional at Hiroshima. So there you go. Nukes are real. I don't know, man. Seem pretty real there. How tall are they? Are you talking about Japanese people? They're average size. Japanese people aren't that short. The women are a little bit on the petite side, but they're average size. All right, let's get back to the content.
That's how we're handling it. I know it sucks. Like, I'm very disappointed. I went into this with the intention. Really, I went into this with the intention that we would actually have a great time with a brand new fighting game. I thought that Marvel would be the opportunity for that because, hey, it's the IP that everyone likes right now. Brand new day, just did great in theaters. We got Doomsday coming out later this year. Everyone's getting hyped for Marvel again. Marvel's been kind of slow and dead for years with their movies flopping and their TV shows doing poorly. This looked like the comeback.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Didn't he say earlier in this video that the FGC, all they care about is hype? They need the hype fighting game to make their clicks and to get their money and to get their views. And here he is talking about how he's upset that Marvel Tokon fucked up, that it didn't work out for him because of all the hype with the new Marvel movies and whatever. I thought you didn't need hype to be successful, Phil. Wasn't that your criticism of the FGC, where they rely on hype to be successful while you don't? Again, if you want to, just my thing is always just let Phil talk. Let Phil talk. He's going to eventually tell the truth. Eventually, he'll tell the truth or what he really believes. And he did it right here. He does it right here. He clearly, he'll tell you he doesn't give a shit about hype or he doesn't need it, but yet is upset because Sony couldn't capitalize on the hype of the Spider-Man movie and the upcoming Doomsday movie.
Whether it's Arxis, Sony, or a combination of the two, they literally fucked it up. And it's not anyone's blame but theirs. I have more important things to do than waste time on a broken game. And as I've now been explained to about it, unless I just want to play as a button-mashing idiot, to actually learn the game takes an incredible amount of time investment. I'm not willing to do that for a broken game. I'm just not. I'm not giving them more money. I'm not giving them my time. They don't deserve it. To be frank with you, this isn't the first time I got burned by Arxis. Dragon Ball FighterZ also sucked. I don't know if you guys remember, Dragon Ball FighterZ was atrociously bad online when it released.
Can we
it
watch
took them
the
3 to
IRL
4
where he
months.
looks all Japanese?
Where he looked. Can we watch the IRL where he looks old Japanese? Post it in the channel. As long as it doesn't break terms of service, sure.
Months of updates and patches to actually make the game more viable to play online. I had already dropped it by then. I played it for like a month and a half. I said, I've had enough. It's too laggy. It's too shitty. I'm not wasting time. And I moved on and did other content and never went back to it ever. In all the years people played it, I never played it again. I just, my time's too valuable as I get older. My time's too valuable to waste on garbage products that they're not finishing before they release. In this case, they didn't finish the game before they released it. They claimed they learned from the beta. They literally learned nothing. Released it, busted, didn't care, pocketed everyone's money. So I don't care about the game. What I do like is the story, because you could tell they put effort into the story. That's what I'm going to focus on. Okay?
What's up with
I'm not going to waste time on a busted game.
I hope you're doing
okay?
well.
So we will play more of it. And for those of you who are chill and like the content and are here for fun, we will have fun with Marvel Tokon. We will. Just come back later this week on Tuesday. If that stream on Tuesday does well, then we'll do more until we finish all the story-based content. Okay? So it's that simple. I'm not going to waste time on something that doesn't deserve it. Okay? And here's the other thing. This is the other side of the coin here.
Here it is. Here it is.
It was just announced last week.
He was messaging.
Super Mario Sunshine is coming out on Switch 2 this week.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna not play the hot fighting game because Super Mario Sunshine, a game he hated, by the way, that ran like shit's gonna come out. Again, he's not a serious person. He really isn't. And if he tries to convince you that he's a serious gamer, just mock and laugh at him. Really, just mock him and laugh at his stupid ass, because he's just not. He would rather play 18 Pokemon games and fucking Mario weeks and weeks. Just milk that content versus actually playing a game that people really enjoy, or the hit game. Because he's just lazy and refuses to learn anything. He doesn't want to learn anything. He wants to. I mean, his major complaint about fighting games these days is that the meta is available to everyone, so people grind and learn faster and quicker, and he doesn't want to do that. No, he refuses to actually spend the time off stream and get good. No, I shouldn't have to be able to get good. I'm DSP. I'm a former fighting game player. I should automatically, the game should be made where it makes me automatically look good. I mean, that's his thought process when it comes to fighting games.
Out of nowhere.
What's
like
up,
it had
Dreambird?
never been announced.
Brother?
I think it comes out on the 13th. Let's see.
I'm streaming on Kick, Dreambird, by the way. I know I've been screwing up the Kick streams, but I'm back. It's working now. I couldn't stream from
August
Japan.
13th.
Their internet.
Super Mario Sunshine is releasing on the Switch 2.
He can't gatekeep
And ever since that game came out, I hated it. I don't say when it came out. when I played it like 7-8 years ago. Remember, I played it on the Wii. It was it was longer than that, wasn't it? When did I play Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, and you hated it. You trashed it. You said it was a fucking shitty game. You hated it. I believe you may have wage quit it, if I'm not mistaken.
January 2018. So almost 9 years ago is when I played Super Mario Sunshine. I played it on the Wii. It was the original GameCube disc, but because I played it with an adapter,
Ben, that's because he gets his information and his news on Twitter, and it's usually just the people he follows, because it's too difficult for him to actually research a topic other than a kick chat, and you'd better make sure that the person he's reading is something he's following. That's the reason why he can't predict which games are going to be good versus which games are not going to be good. I mean, for the most part, I probably buy maybe one. I might buy like 2 games a month, right? I'm very particular with what I buy. I don't really just buy everything and hope it's good. I gotta be interested in the fucking game. And if it's gonna be mostly online play, it has to be. I mean, the only game that I buy every year regardless is Call of Duty. That's really the only one I buy, regardless of whether it's good or not. But everything else, no, it has to have something. There has to be some good gameplay. It has to be interesting. If it's online, it has to have a good online component. If not, I just don't buy it or play it, which requires me to actually do a little bit of research on the fucking game, which Phil refuses to do. Like I said, he probably follows like, I don't know, 5 or 6 gaming Twitter feeds, and he gets all his information from those 5 or 6 people.
Basically, it ran horribly. I don't know if you guys remember.
I need those.
It had like fuzzy graphics and there was input delay. And on top of that, I really kind of just, to be honest,
all right, put my mic up.
Didn't really have a good time with it. I actually feel it was like the weakest Mario game. But ever since I played it, people were like, "We play it again." Like, play it again.
I got the.
Why would you want me to play it again? Oh, because you didn't like it as much. But now maybe it's been 8-9 years. Maybe you'll think different. At this point, though, the thing is, since I'll be playing it, if I'm playing it on Switch 2, there shouldn't be input delay in the graphics.
Sorry about that.
Right? So maybe it would be a better experience the second time around.
Okay, no one gives a shit, Phil. Really, you're just coming up with some lame ass excuses for why you don't want to play.
That I would definitely consider doing. It's the people who don't deserve the money because we're desperate. I'm not desperate. I don't need the content of Marvel Tokon. There's a million other things I could be doing, and I'm not going to do what the FGC does. And did too. I wanted to play it, and I hoped it would be good.
No,
I had
that
no
was
clue that they would botch it this bad, and I'm not
that was
going
my
to do
video.
what the FGC does and double spend and line the pockets of people who don't deserve the money because we're desperate. I'm not desperate. I don't need the content of Marvel Tokon. There's a million other things I could be doing. I'm not like the FGC where I rely on the new fighting game to have content to make. So I'm not.
Yes, those million things are playing Pokemon and playing an old ass Super Mario game which he despised. Yeah, that's all the content, the millions of different content that he has. Yes.
And waste time on it. Okay.
Oh, did I get it? G Tagger, brother. Thank you for being a member for 21 months.
The Metal Gear collection. I don't even.
Yeah, Phil is retarded. All right, let's.
I thought I had the perfect family.
He had
until
the perfect
one
family.
dinner destroyed everything.
Until one dinner.
Have you or a loved one been affected by?
All right, here it is. All right, big ups, big ups. All right, so right there, he clearly is just upset and angry. He's upset and angry, yeah, he's just lashing out at his viewers, his supporters, and of course his detractors. And we're back to 2018, brother. We are. I'm assuming something's going on with Phil. I mean, I don't know if it's Kat, if she actually left. I don't know. I really don't know. You know me. I'm team divorce. Team divorce will eventually happen. Whether it happens today, tomorrow, next week, in a year or two, it'll eventually happen. You know, because it's DSP we're talking about here. And, of course, we also have the wild card of Kat Burnell, who is a known cheater. That's right. Rip Superman. Wherever you are, brother. I did hear. Did someone say that Superman got married? He married someone. He married someone and had a kid or something. I don't know. Another person who's had a more successful life than DSP. There you go. All right. Let's see here. Well, he crashed out again. Hey, the man's just been crashing out nonstop. This was 3 days ago. Let's watch this. I want to watch this. This was funny. This is actually what led to his crashing out all week. The Marvel Tokon. Let's watch this because this is some serious ass fucking cope by DSP.
Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming
me all the time for no reason.
But laughter spreads fast.
But anyway, in regards to this, right?
In regards,
I'm trying to do variety.
You're
and it works.
regarded.
If I just sit here and just play fighting games, I know for a fact it won't work. I'm not known as a fighting game guy. I don't think I ever will be. The fighting game community hates me because at a time when they were struggling and they were really trying to make it, I was popular. I was huge for being myself and not just being a try-hard sweat grinder trying to win tournaments and shit. And
oh wait, we watched this, didn't we? Hold on a second. Shit, my bad. Wait up. We did watch this. Sorry. I think I grabbed the wrong one. My apologies. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. This is the one I wanted to watch.
I made $60 because I'm playing.
That's impossible. 40.
I really.
All right, here it is. Here. This was a good one. I enjoyed
find
this
them
one
great. The audience has done nothing but literally sit here and complain all night for 2 hours that I've played through this.
Lowest
I really
supported
enjoyed it,
stream
even
all
though,
year.
like I said, the one criticism I have of it, as you're playing, you saw it got harder. We started off at level 1 and 2 difficulty for Doom, so you had a chance to learn the moves and everything. In this one, they're like, oh, here, you're Loki. By the way, level 4 difficulty, you have no idea what you're doing. What?
What?
So you can kick my ass. Like, obviously, I'm going to lose. I'm not going to know what the heck's going on, right?
What do I do?
So I will say, maybe what they should have done is you get an easy fight with each of the characters first just to learn the stuff, and then it gets serious. But outside of that, the art is great. It's actually written by real comic book writers, as you can see. The art and story, outstanding. The gameplay is interesting. As a single player game, it's sound. If each one of these is 2 hours, now Doom wasn't. Doom was like an hour 15. But if each one of these is around 2 hours, then that's pretty good single player content for a fighting game. Like, you wouldn't even expect that, right? I mean, it's pretty crazy. So, for those who did,
bro, nobody wants to watch you play a fucking computer, Phil. And at that, you sucked at it. You got your ass beat multiple times. No one wants to watch that. Let's be honest, Phil. The only reason people want to watch you play a fighting game is they want you to play online and they want you to cope and seethe and be angry. You know this. Your dents know this. Everyone knows this. So what's the problem, Phil? Why can't you give people what they want? I thought that 2026 was about giving people what they wanted. And if you support it, he'll give it to you. Okay? Apparently, no one is supporting this story-based mode gameplay. Okay? People have told you that they're willing to support the online playthrough, but you refuse. So, of course, we get the crash outs, we get the meltdowns. Now, right here, this is Phil crashing out for over 20 minutes, complaining that his chat was toxic, where no one cared about the game, all of the same lame fucking excuses he comes up with when he gets no support.
Like, I know Jade and King Michael and a few others were very nice and were enjoying, thank you, but literally everyone else in my chat is toxic, yelling at me for not playing the game multiplayer, despite the fact it has single-player content. And if I start playing multiplayer, no one will ever want to see the single-player content. You see? So, I'm just sad I can't enjoy games like everyone else. Like, anyone else plays the game can do this, and it's fine. But because I got a bunch of toxic fucking dirtbags in my chat, they just talk nonsense nonstop and don't let me enjoy something. Okay, it pisses me off, and I'm going to vent now, because I have the right to say when people are toxic,
thank you, brother, for the
and just say toxic things all night.
Thank you, brother.
Like, play online. What is he doing? Why is he losing the computer? Play online. Instead of acting like normal humans. And it pisses me off, because I've been waiting for the game to come out. I actually really like this mode. I would like to play through the other 3, but how can I do it when everyone's a toxic piece of shit? Besides a few who were very nice here, there was a few very nice people here.
I probably did. If you want to post here simply, I don't know if someone else caught. I don't know if I don't know. I think that was probably the week that I was off. The FF6 crash show, I think that was the week where I took off, so I may have not clipped it. If you have the video, we can watch it.
Outside of the few, everyone else was toxic tonight. You know? So I'm not allowed to enjoy single-player story mode like everyone else who pays for this game, apparently. Isn't that great?
No, you
anyway,
can.
So I like this mode.
I
I actually strongly recommend it. It's way longer than I expected, because I did tell everyone, hey, what I was going to do was play with Samurai Outriders, but then I was going to go online. Well, I don't have time now. I didn't understand that this was going to be 2 hours. When I played earlier today with Doom, it was only an hour 15. I had like 45 minutes to an hour to play online. I don't have that right now. So I don't really know what else to say.
Again, Phil, your failure to plan is your failure, Phil. No one else's.
I'm sorry, but what can you do? I didn't spoil myself on the game. I didn't understand that these were going to be that long. But I like it, okay? So, I don't know. To be honest with you, I think that this is the best part of the game. The gameplay of the game itself is not that good. Every character has exactly the same combos and the same stuff. It just seems like a really easy mode game for mashers, to be honest. I just don't think it's that good.
Verdon, thank you, brother, for following. I appreciate that.
You know, that they made it into like a 10 hours of actual offline content so you can enjoy. I'm also curious what the other modes are, because there are other offline modes too.
DSP sure does like doing the opposite of shite. Must be allergic to actually skin money. Such an idiot.
He is, man. He makes his life 10 times more difficult than than anyone I've ever met in my life. Like, I try my best to make my life easier, and if I can, if I could take a shortcut and it doesn't impact the results, you know what I mean? I will take the shortcut. 9 out of 10 times, I will take the shortcut and make it easier on me and make my life easier. You know what I mean? Not to say that I'll take a shortcut that'll fuck shit up or whatever, but, you know, if you have 3 ways of doing something and all of them would be successful, I will try to find the easiest way, you know, for most things. Not him. You give him 3 options and he's going to ask you a couple questions and he will ultimately pick the more complex one. And I don't know if it's this martyr complex that he has, where he has to take on the harder path so that he can say, "Oh, woe is me. The reason why I sucked at it is because I chose the harder path." You know what I mean? Like, he'll say it himself, and he'll couch it by saying, "Oh, I'm bullheaded. When people tell me don't do something, I'm gonna do it." No, get the fuck out of here. That's being idiotic. That's being stupid and idiotic. You know, if someone gives me 3 options, my question is, give me the steps for each one. Which is the easiest? Which is the easiest with less damage or whatever? You know what I mean? And whatever that person recommends, more than likely I will try that, just because it's the quicker known solution. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I don't know. It's like there's 3 ways to hammer a nail. You know, a hammer with a wrench, or with your hand. And Phil, like the idiot, will use his hand because he wants to feel like he can prove to everyone that he can nail a nail with his hand. I don't understand this fucking logic. It just, it hurts my brain.
I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Boyle, brother, thank you with the 2, brother.
Hermano.
Oh, yeah, hermano. No, I don't. No, you had asked me this before. I don't like it. No. I'm not a fan, brother. I'm not a fan. I actually don't like any Spanish-style foods, brother. The only thing I remotely like that might be Spanish is I like empanadas with cheese in it, with mozzarella cheese. I'll have that, but pretty much every other Spanish dish I'm not really a fan of. I don't even like yellow rice. I'm not even a fan of rice and beans. I rather eat plain white rice. I don't know. That's just me. I'm unique. Anyone who seriously wanted to get the gut at Street Fighter 6 would have played every character. Yes, exactly. It is. And the reason why you want to play with every character is because you can actually see what their flaws are. So when you're playing other players playing, you know what I mean, playing with that character, you have some experience, and you know that this person can't defend against rushdowns, or this person sucks at this. So when you're playing someone that's using that character, you use that strategy. No, he rather just mash his fucking hoof like a dent in regardless of who he plays.
I need that money to pay my bills.
Coben, thank you, brother, for the 2.
MD sympathy.
He's addicted. Yeah, he is. He is addicted. He wants people to tell him that he's doing a good job. Like, oh, even with all, you know, even though you fucked it, I think it's not even really a good job. I think he wants to hear people tell him, "Nice try. You tried your best." I think I think DSP wants to hear you tried your best. You know, the Simpsons meme with with Bart and the cake that says you tried or something like that. That's the praise he wants.
Like these, and I haven't tried these yet, but
I'm sorry, Darkside. Yeah, but I really don't like Spanish food that much, man. I don't. I rather, dude, and I eat like 5 things, man. I can eat pizza, bread, and cereal, and I'll be fucking content, man. I'm sorry for it. I'm sorry, brother.
Seems like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
I'm sorry, man. Dude, I was in Japan looking for chicken nuggets, brother. That's how bad it was. You know, you would think I would be there for the seafood, for the Japanese style food, for all the gourmet stuff. Oh no, fuck no mustard. Pateles? Is that what you're asking me? Pateles? Patele? Oh no, man. Pateles look like it looks like a turd. It looks like a fucking turd. No, fuck no. My wife eats that shit for Christmas, man. The smell is horrendous. It looks like a turd. It looks like a turd with meat.
Personally, you know, not this one.
Oh,
What
the
was I
rice
saying?
stick.
This one. The Arcadia Rumble and R-Style Arena. I'd like to see what those are too eventually.
I'm not reading that word right. P-A-E-L-L-A. Spell it phonetically.
So, thank you, Jax. Jax is here. He had $25 super chat. Says, hey, I actually did watch most of the stream. The samurai outright. Right?
No.
Ketchup only for doing.
No, I don't even like ketchup. I think ketchup is disgusting. I don't eat any condiments. I eat zero condiments. The only thing I like on anything is peanut butter.
I feel like
That's
you
it.
haven't really addressed the cards addition to the Snortex. Isn't he losing more money now per stream
Yes.
BC of the cost of the cards?
Yes, I did a video on it where I talked about, so I can talk about that. So the card thing, you know who does a better job of this is Jay Gannon. Jay Gannon on Twitter, where he counts every single tip, donation, everything that Phil gets, and he does a weekly total, and then at the end of the month, he does a monthly total. And then what he does is he compares it month over month, and then he compares it to how he did the year before.
To pay my bills.
Ever since the card pack thing started.
Card away until you earn it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. Big Day, thank you again for being a member for 4 months. First of all, I don't like ketchup. I don't like any condiments except for peanut butter. Now, what the fuck's going on? Hold on a second. I'm chat. Oh, I eat everything dry, brother. It's ridiculous. I eat like 5 things. That's it. You could take you can take away my Latino card, bro. Well, I'm not really that Latino. I'm Spaniard, so it's a little bit different, but still, whatever. It's all good. Dude, you need a PR manager for your. Everything's dry, brother. I don't like wet food. I have a thing with wet food, man. Okay, so what I was saying. Oh, okay, all right. So, Jay Gannon does a breakdown month to month, and then he does month over year. So he compares what he did last year, right? He is clearly making less now than he was last year. So his monthly totals are roughly the same. So if you just look at the donations amount, he's getting roughly the same as what he got last year, right? But if you total in on how much money he's spending on cards, and by the way, my total on how much he spent on cards so far is close to $8,000. He spent nearly $8,000 on Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all the cards. You add them up, they're close to like 10K. So if you figure he's been doing this keynote, how long he's been doing this arc? 3 months? He's been doing this arc for 3 months. So if you divide 8K into 3 months, we're talking $2,500 a month. So he's literally spending about let's just say $2,000. He's spending $2,000 a month on Pokemon cards. So if he's making the same amount of money he was making before the Pokemon grift, then you have to deduct $2,000 a month for the cards. So he's literally making less at the end of the month than he was previously when the Pokemon grift wasn't there. So again, he's doing this because it's like Jeremy in the Quartering. Jeremy in the Quartering buys views and does short videos so that he can paper his numbers. He wants people to think, oh, he's still getting 8 to 10 million views a month, when really he's not. If you look at his long form videos, he's getting about 2 million views. And then he's getting about 6 million views on those YouTube shorts, which he's stealing. So again, it's papering over his real numbers. Same thing with DSP. If DSP didn't have those Pokemon cards, he'd probably be making as much as he was making before the whole Kino arc, before everything. So that's the reason why he is so determined to make this arc work. Because what else does he have? Because once people get bored and tired of the Pokemon arc and no one gives a shit anymore, and he's not getting big donos, you know that addiction isn't going to go away. He's going to continue buying. These card packs for himself, right? So he's still wasting the same money but he's not even going to offer them on stream to open them up. It's going to go the way of where he was charging for badges on Kick. 20 subs and you get an OG badge. 40 subs, you'll get this. And now you rarely ever fucking hear him bring that up. Like, he never brings that up. Every once in a while, a dent will bring it up. Chunky. I love super chunky peanut butter. I love Jif super chunky peanut butter is the best. Extra crunchy. There you go. That's what I like. On some bread, I'm good to go, brother. Some Italian bread, coffee, and some peanut butter, chunky peanut butter. I'm happy, bro. That's a meal right there.
Your story was great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did. The problem here is that there's so many toxic people that if I don't immediately go to online competitive play for a game that I don't know how to play, they just bitch. And it pisses me off because I just want to enjoy the game like every other human who gets to, but I don't get to. Instead, I got to be yelled at and treated like a fool. Well, no, fuck.
I think some of the card pack thing, yes, you do have the genuine dents that contribute, but I think a lot of it is just like with anything else. Whenever trolls make fun of DSP, whenever the detractors make fun of something DSP is doing, like the card packs, you get the element of the buddy trolls that like to fuck with Phil, but also like to fuck and watch the detractors seethe. They donate as well. You know what I mean? Like, you ever notice a lot of these big donations, they always come with the message, fuck the trolls, I donated because the troll, like, they always have to include the fucking trolls. Now, again, if you're donating to someone because you want to stick it to a troll, you're not really donating for that person. So once you get tired of wasting your money, to felt the trolls, because the trolls don't give a fuck. Like, we don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, what do I give a shit that, I don't know, I'll name a dent. One of the dents that come in, that one dent that drops $100 or $50. What do I care that some random dent is giving Phil half of his disability check? Like, why do I give a fuck? It's just like, to me, it's like, all right, well, you just taking money out of your fucking bank account, giving it to some random gouty pig roach. Oh, you definitely felted me. Like, what the fuck? It's so stupid. Pre-dawn course, brother. Thank you for the kicks. I appreciate it. I need a kick soundbite. You know what? I'll give you this one.
Hello, Jew.
Thank you for the kick, Jews, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. We still got a little bit more to go on this video.
You. Every asshole
Pre-dawn.
tonight who complained all night that I wasn't playing it online, you can kiss my fucking ass. All right? I'll enjoy the game because I bought it. You didn't. If you buy the game, you have the right to go online immediately and play it. But you have no right to sit here and be a toxic dirtbag in my chat. None. Okay?
Toxic
so the truth is, I don't know what I'm going to do with this game. Like, I like the episodes. I want to keep playing them. But as you can see, when I play any fighting game that's not just multiplayer, people just complain. I mean, thank you, Jax. And outside of that, thanks to the few that supported earlier, as you can see, insanely low support too, because I'm trying to play the game and enjoy it instead of just going.
By the way, Jax wasn't even watching this shit. He was just like, if it's not Street Fighter, he doesn't give a shit. He must have gotten a text from Phil to say, hey, Jax, where are you? Why didn't you support today? I'm playing fighting games. And then Jack came in and dropped a 20 spot. He dropped a $20 spot on Phil at the very end. I found that to be very funny.
Online. I'm just tired of very small-minded individuals. I really am. Like,
small-minded individuals?
They put a lot of effort into a story that everyone should enjoy. I'm just being honest. I think it's worth playing. I think it's actually quite good. And I wish that more people would understand that. But instead of people being dicks, but what can I say? So anyway, my initial impression, because this is my first day playing the game, I like the story for sure. I do like the world design. I like the art. Gameplay, I don't know. I'm being honest with you. Now, I haven't played it much, but gameplay, it barely feels like a fighting game. It feels like a combo exhibition more than anything else. It doesn't feel like it's built to be balanced or competitive. It felt like everyone needs to mash and get giant combos so the game's flashy. But I don't know. I want to play more.
Oh, no.
Okay?
What do I do?
But I don't know. People are just going to be toxic. Like, for example, King Crimson just said, I'd rather see you hit up training mode and learn the game rather than go online and not learn. You're right. But everyone will just complain. Everyone will just literally sit here and complain and say, I don't want to see training. I don't want to see offline. I want to see just go online. And that's because these are ignorant idiots. They just don't understand how you actually play a fighting game. They don't. When I play other fighters, like, for example, if I play any one-on-one fighting game like Street Fighter, I have an installed knowledge of those games, so I can at least play at a basic level and not have to practice that much.
You're all
ignorant. I don't get
turds.
it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand the combo paths. I don't understand property. I don't understand much. It's like starting from scratch. And it's hard because I know I'm going to have to play it offline to learn, and I'm not getting that opportunity. Like, look at tonight. People won't support, unless it's me frustrated and losing, they won't support fighting games anymore. It sucks. You know, there's a few people like Jax and others who are positive, but there's a lot of toxic people out there. You know?
Toxic.
All right, well, day one, I enjoyed it. I'm sorry I don't have time to play online. But I did enjoy it, and I do want to play more.
Stay late. How many times have you stayed late in before when you were waiting for that Hail Mary donation to come in to hit the goal? Come on, brother. We all know that cat's probably, you know, in an ice cream coma downstairs, and you know, you could play a little longer and then sneak into your bedroom without disturbing her, brother. You could stay for another hour.
Or of it, but I don't know what to do about it because you see how tonight went, right? I'm not making it up. You see how tonight went. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching the second episode of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, which was Samurai Outriders for me. Hopefully there'll be more coming. We'll see. Okay.
I need that money. I really do.
We did get some achievements. We got Sidekick Perform.
I can't get rid of my American card.
I'm taking your Spanish and American card too.
You could take the Spanish one. That's fine. Okay, I'll own up on that one. But nah, I'm pure American, brother. I'm pure-blooded American, brother. All right. I believe in guns. I believe in freedom of speech and religion. That's right. Yes, I believe in all those things. I believe a man can do whatever the fuck he wants in this country. I'm an American. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's finish up here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the Foil's been dropping the massive support, brother. Thank you for the 2, brother.
100 assemble assist attacks during battle. And then we got to hell and back, clear the Samurai Outrider scenario. So we got 2 more achievements tonight. This is the point I'm making, and I hope you guys will listen and understand.
Let's listen to the point he's making.
The whole idea here is...
By the way, of all the things that DSP does, all of the someone asked me the question on Twitter, what's the thing you hate most about Phil? Like, what's the DSP-ism that you hate most about Phil? Like, if he says toxic or snorts or whatever, it's this fucking mic thing. I can't stand how many times this fucker grabs that microphone stand and adjusts his mic. It is so fucking annoying. And half the time it's him tightening up that stupid fucking... It drives me insane. I may tighten up my boat like once every 3 fucking months. Like, I have my mic set. It's set. It's good to go. It's right here in front of my face. When I move it, it's out of the way. Why does he constantly have to fuck with that goddamn... mic thing? It drives me insane. It's one of those things that pisses me off to no end. I don't know why, and it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but just seeing him fucking with it, it's like, leave it the fuck alone. It used to piss me off when Review Tech USA used to constantly fucking move his boot. Put it in one fucking place and just leave it there, okay? Find the ideal spot, leave it there, and stop fucking touching it. It's like people that constantly touch your face. Like, that's another thing that bothers me. People that constantly touch your face. That just bothers me to no end. Again, I know I'm my tism is going off here. I apologize, but good God, man. That DSPism that bothers me the most. Watching him fuck with his fucking mic thing just bothered me to no end. I don't know why. Let's see here. Ballin' Ball Nuts. Big ups, brother. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. And if whoever got it, Old Bumble got it. Big ups to Old Bumble. You are a sub. Big ups. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Out here. This game, yes, it's a competitive fighting game, but I'm not part of the FGC, nor do I want to be. So I want to enjoy a game for what it is. Okay? I'm not even kidding you when I tell you this stream is actually my worst performing stream of the entire week. And that includes me playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, a 13-year-old game.
Year, Phil.
Dark Souls 2, which I've already played twice before.
Great, Shay. Thank you very much for asking. We talked about it
which everyone
earlier.
complains about and claims isn't good.
It was
because
great.
I played
I had
too
an
much.
amazing time.
And Final Fantasy VI. Okay? Every other game I played this week did better than the new release. Earlier today was a well-supported stream where all the support came in early during the podcast. And someone gave a ton because they wanted to see me unpack.
Someone just gave a ton now. Did I? Someone give a ton? I think. Let's see here.
Money, subs.
Subscribe with a Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime? Can you subscribe with a Twitch Prime?
Money,
on Kick?
Subs.
That's so weird. Okay. All right, brother. Hey, man, I'm not going to complain. But Ballin' Ball Nuts, brother, thank you for the gifted subs, brother. I appreciate it. We got 5. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to give you a round of applause, brother, for dropping the massive support over on Kick. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's very kind of you. By the way, not because you gave me money. Not because you gave me money, but that doesn't hurt. Everybody on Kick, like, if you guys are on YouTube and want to go to Kick, I mod everybody over on Kick as well, and I give you badges for free. So you don't need to give me anything. If you want badges and want to be a moderator on my Kick stream, you can just go to my Kick stream, okay? And I do that after the stream. So Ballin, there are a couple of you guys here. The Gooch, Verdon, you guys, I will mod you and give you guys badges after the stream, okay? Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay? It literally had nothing to do with the game. That's why there was support. So this is why I get disappointed. This is why I get disheartened, is because I want to do variety content for you. People tell me they want variety content, right? This is a unique fighting game. This is not Street Fighter. This is not Tekken. It's not Mortal Kombat. It doesn't even play anything like any other fighters that I usually play. So this morning, I give it an honest shot, right? I played through Doom's story. I went online for like 45 minutes. The online wasn't very good, but I played it as much as I could. Tonight, I played another story because I wanted to try other characters, right? I'm playing the content of the game. It's a new release. This is the content of the game. Now, I'm not an FGC guy. I'm not going to play this 10 days in a row because everyone's just going to complain if I do that I'm playing it too much, right? But I'm just doing what everyone else does or is allowed to do. But because I'm Darkside Phil, I have to put up with a bunch of toxic shitbags who literally all night spammed chat complaining that I wasn't playing online. Not everyone. I want to make that clear. But there's a lot of them, okay? I don't care, all right? But then, in tandem with that, what's frustrating is I want to enjoy a variety of games, and I can't. For example, tonight, I made $60 playing this all night. On other night streams this week, I made thousands of dollars. Not to say that that's common, but usually I do pretty good. I made $60 because I'm playing a new...
Sure, Phil. See, I talk about this all the time. Every time he hits a high watermark with something, he expects that to be the base and the average going forward. And he copes and seethes. He didn't make that. He got that $2,100 from the one dent on Monday, which again, I don't believe it's true. I think that shit was fake as fuck. The other thing that he's doing too is he every time Kino Casino brings him up, the next day, you notice the whale support comes in. The whale support comes in, and it's always some fucking anonymous dent with a message about how great DSP is. That's always the fucking standard, brother. That's always the standard with this guy. And to me that just, okay, you know, if it happens once or twice, you're like, all right, whatever. But it happens every single fucking time. And it's like, all right, man, that's just fucking, he's lying. He's lying, he's fake tipping himself. He rarely gets any huge donations via Super Chat or even via Kick. It's always some anonymous fucking tip. Or it's someone's name. Again, I don't know, too much of a fucking coincidence for me. I know some people don't think it's fake, or they think some tips are fake or whatever. I'm more of the line of I think the real big tips, I think those are fake. They always are. They're very they're very convenient, and they always come out on a specific time. And usually that happens when he's having a bad time. Like if Kino's fucking with him, or he's getting embarrassed, or he did something stupid, or the FGC embarrassed him, or if he made it on the Reddit forums. He comes out because, of course, to him it's like, it doesn't matter what you say about me as long as I get money. That means people like me and I'm successful. That is his watermark for success, is how much money he gets. And again, him and Jeremy are so fucking similar, man. These are two people that cope and need to have people believe that they're successful. And again, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, successful people don't give a fuck. They don't care if anyone, you know, successful, smart people, they don't give a shit that anyone knows or care. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, they have nothing to prove. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the adage about the king? A man who has to continuously say he's the king is not a king. That's DSP in a nutshell. Him and fucking Jeremy are exactly the fucking same, man. And again, it's just... And Jeremy is morphing into DSP, which is even more funnier. So, pretty soon, if I start clipping Jeremy, I'm gonna have to start. Clipping Jeremy. I'm gonna have to change his background. You want me to? You know what? I got 5 more subs. Let's see if I can gift a sub to Foil. It sucks, man. YouTube should be able to allow you to give to whoever you want, but it doesn't. It just randomly went down. All right. Since you guys were so generous, I'm going to do 5 more members. And don't forget, I'm going to open up a thread on YouTube, so you guys will have the August giveaway thing. So let's see. Did Foil get one?
Money, 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 money. Sub.
No, I don't think Foil did. I'm sorry, brother. You know what, brother? Message me. I'll give you the I'll give you the $3 or whatever it is. Well, how much is my membership? $1.99. I'll drop you $2. I'll give you $2 so you can join as a member, brother. Okay.
Fighting game, and I'm not just playing online, and I'm not raging because I'm losing.
You're welcome.
So what incentive do I have to play fighting games? Right? Unless it's the classics, which I love. What incentive do I even have to play fighting games? And people say, well, why didn't you play the Avatar fighting game? Because it's the same situation. It's a game that doesn't play like other fighters. I'd have to learn it from scratch. No one cares. No one wants me to learn. They either want me to lose and be frustrated to make rage bait content.
Those are her shirts that she left.
Right? Or if I take the time to try to learn it, or I do the content that's in the game, everyone just complains. So what incentive is there to play this? You know what I'm saying? Honestly? And that's my problem. That's why I was actually really skeptical about even buying it. I didn't know people were going to buy into it. And I could tell you definitively today, the actual support I got for the game.
No, it wasn't the kick.
They did not. People did not buy into it whatsoever.
The gift.
You know, this is something new, something different. I can't just get good at it instantly. I want to play through the content of the game. I feel like number one, what would I absolutely...
Bro, how many times does he tell us that he sits behind his big fat wife and they parallel play like autistic people, right? Where you parallel play. It's a term for autistic children. They don't play directly with other children. They parallel play, and to them, it gives them that that feeling of bonding and associating with other people. It's called parallel play. So when DSP and his wife parallel play, how many times has he told us, "Oh yeah, I'm sitting there watching my wife play a video game"? Why can't you say, "You know what, hon, this is fun. You know what? While you're playing a video game, I'm gonna play a video game." So I'm going to go in, I'm going to play a video game, and we'll play together. And you know what? How about you move your shit? Her Xbox is down there, right? The Xbox you gave her. Fire up the fucking Xbox and play the game there. And get good, okay? But you refuse to do that because you, sir, are just one lazy douchebag. And again, I don't think he wants to face that, where if he actually practiced to get good and he still sucked, I don't think his ego would allow him to accept that he's just not that good. So right now he has that built-in excuse of, oh, well, I don't have time. I'm too busy to practice. That's why I'm not good. And he'd rather believe that than actually try to get good and practice, where if he still sucks, then, And he did that cope with, oh, well, I'm on Xbox. That's the shittiest platform. I'm on PlayStation 5. Well, I have the regular PlayStation 5. Let me buy a PlayStation, the second one, the enhanced one, the Pro. Still sucked at that. Still sucked at the game there. And then went to PC and still sucked. Good God, man. Insomniac, brother, thank you for the 1,000 kicks, brother. Thank you. Woo! Thank you for the support. Rudy, if you clip Jeremy, be prepared to go. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, we talked about it earlier. Hamby tends to take down any turns in his bitch ass. Yeah. So Insomniac, if you don't know, I've been clipping Jeremy's content, the Kino content since. Well, I think what he's talking about is his content. I don't clip Jeremy's content because I know Jeremy's a bitch, and Jeremy will flag you for posting his content. So I never post Jeremy's content. What I do is I post Kino Casino's content, which I'm okay to do that. I've been posting Kino Casino content since April. And I've gotten 16 fucking strikes from Jeremy that he reported my fucking contact. Luckily, I've gotten all of them overturned. I haven't had an issue. I've been able to get them overturned. But it's a pain in the ass to deal with that shit every fucking week from him. So I might take a little break the next couple weeks clipping the Kino stuff. Because I just need a break, okay? I need a break from fucking Jeremy because he's going to piss me off. Because I know what's going to happen is one of those videos are going to get through. I'm not going to be able to get the remove. I'm not. Well, yeah, what happens is what he does is he flags all of my Kino content, right? And then for some reason, 1 or 2 a week get through and I get a strike. I get a warning and then a strike. Which means with that first strike, I can't stream for 7 days. What I do is I reach out to my contact at YouTube and say, hey, can you escalate this? Which he does. and then I open up a ticket with YouTube Help support, creator support to escalate it. Within usually like 30 minutes to an hour, they review it and remove the strikes. As long as I don't have Kino slamming the F word, the F slur, whatever, they'll remove it. It's not a problem. He's reported 16 of my videos, and I've gotten every one of them taken down. One got rejected. I had to beg them to escalate it again. They escalated it again, and then they removed the warning. So it just gets fucking annoying, and it was a pain in the ass because when I was in Japan. It was like, all right, what if I get slammed? What if my content gets slammed? I can't, you know, it was a bitch for me. So, if you notice, I actually privated a lot of my Kino Casino stuff just so that he doesn't go back to try to flag the old videos. So it's quite a pain. Dealing with him is quite annoying, but that's all right. I got something for him. You know what I mean? He's not the only one that can use reporting systems. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say specifically I'm doing this. I'm not going to say that, okay? But I know there are a few people who are actually reviewing his content, figuring out who he stole those shorts from, and reporting it to those people. And that's the reason why he's getting copy strikes. All right? So, you know what, Jeremy? If you like using reporting systems and copyrights and fucking with people's channel, I applaud those people doing that. I applaud those people flagging your fucking shorts that you stole and getting them taken down. So there you go. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And Insomnia, brother, thank you again for the 5 gifted over on Kick for the sub. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the support. So yeah, Jeremy, go eat a dick. Well, yeah, and also just to let you know, Insomnia, I helped Elisa Clips. I helped Luther, I helped Rebsian, and I helped one other Kina Hydra. I helped them all get strikes removed because I told them about just escalate. I gave them the kind of process to get it escalated, the verbiage to use, and thankfully most of them got their strikes removed. So yeah, there you go.
Absolutely most like to do with this, play the episodes, because that seems to be their major focus outside of the online competitive play. That's the focus of the game, and it's good. The episodes are entertaining.
And by the way, if you guys know anyone that's getting harassed by Jeremy, a content creator, maybe I'm not aware of, and you talk to them or whatever, let them know that just to reach out to me, I'll help them escalate it and try to get that strike taken out. Okay, so whoever it is, whoever it's fucking with, whoever Jeremy is deciding to fuck with and report, just let them know. How do you like them oranges? Yeah, God. RTU claps. R2 claps. I don't know what that means, brother.
They're fun, they're well written, they're well animated. Everything is good about those episodes, right? And at least playing those, I'd at least get a taste of each character.
Oh, Rebus? Each character at least once, Rebus, right? Good dude.
So I feel like that's what I would want to do if I play again. But if I do, all that's going to happen is everyone will just sit there and complain, saying I'm not playing online, spamming my chat like they're doing right fucking now, and not supporting. And that's what frustrates me. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. And certainly I'm not trying to yell at positive people because a lot of...
Yeah, Kino's content is way better. The only thing is that PPP, man. He uses the F slur way too much, man. And he uses sometimes slurs that I don't even pick up. You know what I mean? And I got to be very careful. There have been a couple videos that if YouTube wanted to, they could have kept the flag on it because I didn't censor a certain word. But I got lucky where they took it down. So I know that Rebsian, I think, had one video where they said the F slur. They said the F slur, and he didn't edit it out, and he got hit with that. And there was no way they were going to remove that. So
you were very positive tonight. I appreciate that. Most of you were in the YouTube chat.
It's really fucking hard. Cucumber.
Okay, most of you were. The Kick chat tonight has been absolutely nothing but completely toxic.
Oh, fake claps. Yeah,
okay?
Fake claps. That's right.
They were expecting me to go online and lose endlessly, and I didn't give them what they want. So now they're like a bunch of whiny brats stamping their feet. Oh, we didn't get gameplay to make fun and Phil sucks at this game. No, you.
By the way, the clap is the mock review tech USA. I used to tell them all the time, stop with the fucking clapping, stop. So I decided to start mocking him. So
you didn't. Fuck you. I don't care.
Fuck you.
You're meaningless. You're insignificant humans.
Oh, with the Thanos.
If you were finger snapped, no one would care. That's why you're sitting here trolling my chat. Because if you had a life, you'd be doing that life right now. Do you get it? But anyway, I'm taking 2 days off, and when I come back, I'm not playing it. I just played it all day. I don't want to play it again on Sunday because we just played it all day.
So George, I think I mentioned this on the last stream. Yeah, I'm back, Count. Big ups, brother. So George asked a question, Duty. I just don't understand why YouTube let Piggy to let Darkside Phil, I guess, harass his viewers. I was speaking with someone about YouTube and stuff like that. They had mentioned that that he was aware that YouTube can actually flag channels. You know how they can flag you and kind of fuck with your, how you get seen and viewed. They can basically, clamp you down in the algorithm and stuff like that. Well, apparently there are other protective ways, which I guess there would be, where they can actually flag your content. And I believe he mentioned something, it's called white flagging, where your channel can get white flagged. So if you're someone that gets constantly harassed and trolled and get reported massively, YouTube could probably white flag you. And the thing too is that DSP has been around for so long, and back in the day he used to be with Machinima and had a manager. White flagged. Yeah, like his channel is white flagged. Where it's kind of like a protective flag over him. So when people report his stupid ass, it really falls into like a specific queue, and it doesn't go anywhere. Kind of like the Phantom Zone. He had speculated that could be the case, that at one given point when DSP was still, popular back in the day, that maybe his rep at Machinima got his channel flagged, because he was getting harassed. And that's the reason why and then no one ever kind of removed it, that white flag. So he's kind of protected that way. The other thing too is the other thing that I wanted to mention was that a few years ago, when there was a troll that was channel striking his videos, and they channel struck a year worth of videos, where he had a song. It was that Dark Sea to Flow, that Dark Sea to Fill thing, where it sounded like that actor Andy Dick was voicing it. Well, apparently some troll created it, gave it to Phil, and he used it for like a year. And then he started channel striking Phil. You would have thought that he would have gotten hundreds of channel strikes. He didn't. He got 2. And 2 is the limit for, like, after like, once you get 3 channel strikes, you can't stream anymore. Like, they stop you streaming until you get it cleaned up. Phil only got 2, even though his channel got struck hundreds of videos, to the point where he went in and deleted a year's worth of videos. And then what he did was he countered, got the strikes removed, and then he deleted like that year's worth of content. Like if you go right now, there's a gap from June 2023 to May 2024. You're not going to see any podcasts. There's no daily, whatever he calls it, the level 1 podcast. There's a gap of a year there. So I think some people think that maybe that's what's going on. So when people report him, nothing happens. And I mean, I guess, he says some insane, crazy shit. The R word that he keeps using nonstop. I mean, and he doesn't use it like jokingly when you call someone stupid. Oh, you're so stupid. You know what I mean? No, he uses it as a derogatory term. He doesn't use it as just you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? With language, there's tone, tone and usage matters. And you can tell he's using it in a very derogatory way. So, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm just assuming that's what this person knows YouTube. They've had channels and all that stuff. And that's what they were telling me. And it makes a lot of sense, especially for DSP. I'm assuming 2 bigger channels like Keem, any of the bigger channels, they probably have protection as well. Like I'll give you Jeremy, for example. Jeremy, recently when his shorts got struck, when he got copy strikes, that was multiple fucking videos. If you notice, he deleted like, I don't know, 14 or 16. I think he deleted like 16 shorts in total, right? Those shorts came from different people that were filing claims. So in theory, he should have gotten like 16 fucking strikes. And that apparently wasn't the case. You know what I mean? They probably have something in there to protect these fucking people. So.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, just finding out that DSP is talking to the... Yep. We played the video earlier. And if you know anything about the Thorpes, bro, the Thorpes are fucking insane.
Subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Big ups to whoever subscribed there. Appreciate the sub. Thank you. Yeah, he was trying to collaborate with Grace Thorpe, and apparently he's been messaging her for quite a little bit. So again, this just goes to DSP's bullshit about how he doesn't do drama. He stays in his lane. You know, we have him trying to collab with Ethan Ralph. We have him trying to collab now with the fucking Thorpes. We had him trying to collab with Becky Boop. You know what I mean? And apparently the Thorpe thing was he was trying to do content about Review Tech USA with the Thorpes. And you probably know last year what happened with Review Tech USA and the Thorpes. So apparently he's trying to bring up the Review Tech USA drama again.
Right? I would like to do it later in the week. And what I was thinking, I would do it on Tuesday. Like Sunday, we do Assassin's Creed and Pokemon. Monday, we do Dark Souls and Final Fantasy. And then Tuesday, this would be the daytime stream. So we'd probably play through another episode. And hopefully, we play through the other episode. It takes 2 hours. We have another hour, maybe, to jump online and actually do some online play. Okay? But I had no idea the episode would be 2 hours long. I didn't even split the part. I actually made it one video because I had no idea that the episode was 2 hours long. I thought it was video like an hour 50.
To pay my bills.
About Boogie?
Aussie Cub put out a video about Boogie, gotta watch it.
I'll watch it. Boogie, I don't follow any of his content anymore. Sadly, because of what I do, I follow it for LoCal Live. Every time he tweets something out, I want to say the most heinous shit. The last time I said something really heinous to him, I got a 7-day strike on Twitter. So I'm very cautious, so I try to ignore him. He's just a disgusting person. He really is. Like he's just a terrible fucking person. Like through and through, everything about him, everything that he does, every word that he speaks, anything he's associated with, I just find like I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Some people might say, "Oh, is that because he's a fat bastard? I hate fat people." No, that's not the reason. He's just a terrible person, man. The last thing I think I messaged him about is I said, his tooth is chipped. And if you don't know, he got implants. Those are all implants, right? So some company paid for those implants because he was too lazy and just disgusting to actually get his teeth fixed years ago. Like he just never went to the dentist, never brushed his teeth, just didn't give a shit, just lazy beyond lazy. And then he finally got a second chance, got all new fucking fake teeth in, right? That looked pretty decent. You're talking about a $30,000 procedure. He chips his tooth, and the shit's been chipped for like 2 months and doesn't get it fixed. He doesn't get it fixed. And it's just like, and I messaged him, and I was just like, dude, and I said the same exact thing I'm saying now. It just annoyed the shit out of me. It's just like, oh, okay, like, really? Like, no matter how many chances this fucking guy gets, he's just a fat, lazy turd that doesn't want to do anything. The vacation was amazing, such. I've talked about it earlier. I had a great time. I recommend Japan thoroughly. If I'm going to rate it like DSP rates a sandwich, it was a 4.7689 out of 5. It was amazing. It was very tangy and very robust and gourmet.
Like the Doom episode was, right? Now, here's my concern. When I play this again next week, is anyone going to come by and show up and support? Or is it going to be a bunch of whiny bitches saying, why aren't you playing online? Right?
I love this guy calling people whiny bitches. The man who spends how much time every fucking day, every year,
I don't know who thought
bitching about everything.
Gets DSP into shite their noise. Such positive content.
Hey, Carols, thank you, brother, for the.
I really do. I need that money
for the 5. I appreciate that. You just annoying.
Yeah, I envy them.
Yeah, I don't like the censorship either because I don't like when people apply. Like, if you're going to apply censorship, apply it evenly.
100k play button. He did not take care of it at all. It came to me dirty and with water spots all over it, lol.
Did you buy it? I still have Boogie's 1,000. You do? Oh, we got to talk, brother. We got to talk. We got to talk, man. We definitely got to talk, brother. Thank you, Wasted. I appreciate the 5. I don't know if you're joking or not. I know that didn't Keem get it? Did they auction it and you bought it or something? Post in the comment. I'll read it, brother. I'll read it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And then again, let's see. YouTube censorship is annoying. It is. It's very. I don't mind. Like, they're a private company. They could do whatever the fuck they want to do. I just don't like that they don't apply it evenly. That's what pisses me off. I don't know who Thorpe is, but oh my god, horror cows. These are it's a father daughter duel that have an incestuous relationship, and they talk about it openly, and it's part of who they are, and they're just they want to be popular. They want to they get involved in all of the various locale bullshit. The last time there was some real shit that happened was last year, Review Tech USA. And apparently DSP thought that he can do some content with the chick, Grace Thorpe, about Review Tech USA. So, and in the video we watched, she talked about how Phil DM'd her, and they've had lengthy conversations. So, very interesting. Okay. So thank you again. I appreciate the support. Did I get everybody? Yes, I did. Thank you.
Pork Bun Princess, this isn't me crashing out. This is me calling you a bitch because you're a fucking bitch. You are a bitch. You're a worthless human. You're a toxic individual who adds nothing to human existence. If you didn't exist, no one would care. That's what I'm telling you. That's not me crashing out. That's me calling you a fucking bitch.
How'd you crashing out, brother?
How do you like it?
Again, why, Phil? Why do you do this? Again, this is the reaction they want. He really thinks that he's cooking here. He really thinks, oh, look at me. I show that person. My chat is gonna, they're gonna virtually put me on their shoulders and crown me the king. Like, it's just garbage, bro. Really. And the other thing too is, Phil, I'm assuming that person was on Kick, right?
Either subscribe.
That person being on Kick is paying you. They are. They may not be giving you any donations, but they're paying you with the Kick Partner program where you get an hourly wage. So again, you're yelling at these people, brother. What the fuck? Did you do the beat? Yeah, I did the beat myself. When I'm a little leery because I've noticed that there's been a bunch of people reporting content creators like clippers and stuff like that. So anytime he uses a very heavy F-bomb and then uses it with like bitch and stuff like that, I will censor it because I don't want to get my channel reported. So yeah, Jeremy the Corden got me paranoid.
Anyway, thank you for a great week. This was a great week. This was an absolutely great week, guys. It was a good one. Overall, things went really well.
Yeah, bro, he's a hateful person.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed myself with everything that we did. I liked this game. I just need to play a lot more of it. Like, to go online, I feel like I do need to play a lot more of it. King Crimson has a valid point. If I don't play this game online,
yeah, it is. But and again, all it does is just proves the detractors right. When he does that, all that does is just give people videos and content to point at him. Because even the normies that don't follow this, when they see that, they're looking at that and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, it's amazing how many people to this day, when I post some of these clips on YouTube or even on Twitch, I get at least 3 or 4 people that say, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like, they like, is he normally like this? Like, what's going on? Because yes, there are people that don't really know fully who DSP is. And when they watch him crash out like this, just randomly out of nowhere, they're like, what the fuck's going on? And of course, they don't know the trolling and all that stuff. They don't have all that history. But they look, and then again, most people, when they hear that he has trolls, they'll say, all right, well, just ignore them. Like, they want you to, feed them. They want you to clap back and scream at them and yell. I know people complain that I say this because they're like, well, don't tell him because he's an idiot. No, he knows this. He knows that when he crashes out like this, it gives us content. And it makes him look bad. He knows this. He's actually said it. And he knows that the way to stop it is by stop crashing out, right? Stop crashing out. But he can't help himself. He can't fucking help himself. And that to me, that's even funnier. That someone doesn't have enough self-control over themselves where they can't control their reaction to someone just to digital bites. That would be like me looking at my chat and Brody came in and said, oh, dude, you're a fat F slur. And me spending 10 minutes screaming at Brody. Okay, like, cool. I might delete it because he said a slur or whatever, but normally I would just let it go and like, okay, well, all right, just kind of ignore it and just move on. Once in a blue moon, I will react to something, but normally when I react to something, I kind of do it like in joking, you know what I mean? Like, I'll joke with the person and you know, and you know, like that, like I'll do that, you know what I mean? But I will never fucking scream and cope and yell like this fucker, man. Like I wouldn't, dude, even the worst person that hates me here, that shits on me, I couldn't imagine me calling them a bitch here, like yelling at them, calling them a bitch.
Or in training and go through the character tutorials and all of that, I'll literally never learn anything. Just going online, you'll never learn. You'll have people, like
What's
I said, my
up?
first match online was a guy who literally did one jab in the air with Blade, landed, and did a 50% damage combo off of that jab.
Oh my lord.
That's who I'm facing in fighting games today. There's no more casuals. Everyone in the FGC is a fucking tryhard because they've made all execution in fighting games so easy that there's no more skill level needed to just do that shit. All you need to do is study. It's like a bookworm. Oh, I studied online. I watched a bunch of videos. Now I can just do 50% combos on a whim. No one can just play fighting games online and have fun anymore because the FGC ruined it. I'm going to repeat what I just said. The FGC ruined fighting games. They're not fun anymore because they all made it about studying everything and knowing it day one. That's not fun.
Because he hates his life. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that his mother fed his ego when he was younger. I really think that his mother told him that he was a good boy, he was smart, and I think he had that constant praise from his mother and whoever else. He's the only child too, so the uncles and the aunts probably kept feeding his ego on how smart he was and how bright he was. And into high school, into school, he thought he was so bright and talented. And, you know, there are various events that occurred throughout his life where, you know, it didn't work out for him. And he was confused to why it didn't work out for him. I guarantee it, go back and look, if like, just Google it, you'll find it. Like, you could probably use PicPicGo, type in Harvard, right? Ivy League, type in Ivy League. This man honestly believed that he was smart enough and qualified to go to Harvard. But the reason why he didn't get into Harvard was because they gave his spot to a minority. He's literally said this. A minority football player, an urban style football player, or an athlete took his spot, and they gave him his spot because of diversity, Title IX, whatever. He literally believes that if it wasn't because of some urban individual, he would have been a Harvard graduate. So of course, he couldn't go to like a lower prestigious school, like maybe, I don't know, Penn, maybe Cornell, maybe, I don't know, you know what I mean? Duke, somewhere a little bit more gourmet. No, he ended up going to some private fucking college that no one ever heard of in Connecticut, right? And he had to get a job, and he had to pay he had to get some loans and pay his shit.
Money. I really do.
And he's resentful, and he hates that he had to do that.
Sent a DM on X. The explanation was too long for chat or Dono.
No problem.
I included proof. You can show if you want.
I believe you, brother.
UBS, thumbs up emoji.
I'll believe you, brother. You know what? I'll save it for the next stream. I'll review it, save for the next stream. I'll send out my information or whatever. But thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Wasted. Thank you for that. You could have just put it in chat, man. I do appreciate the dono. Thank you very much for the 5. We'll show it on the next stream, brother. Thank you. I may have to have a chat with you, man. I might have to buy that off of you, brother. Because if I buy it off of you, what I'll do is I'll film a video of me destroying it and then posting it. just annoy Boogie. We didn't have the I mean, like, this man did nothing. This man went to school and just sat there and read, did the assignments, and because he was the valedictorian, he felt like that was enough for him to get into Harvard. No, motherfucker, you need to be an athlete. You need to be part of the chess team, the debate. You need to do all these activities just to sniff at a chance of getting into Harvard. You know what I mean? It's fucking insane. Fucking insane, brother. I remember that. My friend was. I was friends with the CEO of United Healthcare, the guy that got killed by that fucking idiot. Even that, I tried to, thank you. I appreciate you remembering, but there's no. You crashing out just makes you look insane. No matter how bad the other person is, you crashing out makes you look fucking insane. So just move on with it. So again, like, I think he's just a bitter person. He's bitter that he's not successful. And I think too with the YouTube thing, because he had a little bit of success during his early days of YouTube, he thinks that he should be as big as PewDiePie. Like when people mention PewDiePie and mention, I don't know, Jacksepticeye, the Logan brother, the Paul brothers, he thinks he should be in that, echelon of content creators because he was there first and he was successful. Like, and he's bitter that he's not. And I think that's why he's so fucking hateful. And the mere fact that people laugh and mock him and don't take him seriously, and when he says stupid shit like, my 18 years as a content creator is going to be my legacy, people mock him and say, oh, you mean your legacy? And it just pisses him off to no end when people mock him. And it's like, look for you, fucker. It's the internet. Everyone's going to mock you. You know what I mean? Like, look, I have a special needs child. Everybody knows it. I talk about it. I bring it up. And I still get shit about it. Like, some people will make fun of it or whatever. Dude, I brought it up. I mentioned it. And I know, for whatever reason, I brought it up and I wanted to talk about it. And I know that there's going to be people that are going to mock it or use it to kind of piss me off and hurt me. That's what you just kind of accept it. And you're like, okay, you know what I mean? I don't ever get this fucking guy. People make fun of RTU's daughter. Yeah, that, and again, that's very hate. I don't think that's cool. I don't think when people talk about his daughter, you know what I mean? Like, she's still a young girl. All that shit, regardless of what you think about Review Tech USA, the parroting, or whose fault it was, it's a shame. It wasn't her fault, you know what I mean? And I don't think they make fun of her. I think they make fun of Review Tech USA about it. But still, I know what I mean. And it's sad. It's sad when that happens. I leave kids alone. Like, I don't talk about people's kids. I don't bring it up. Even if I hate the person. Like, if I've said this before, if Phil had kids, I would never bring up his fucking kids. I wouldn't make fun of his kids. I wouldn't even say his kids are deformed or whatever. No, I tend to leave kids alone. Just, you know what I mean? That they're truly innocent, no matter how fucking hateful their parents are. I don't fuck with the kids,
Quote me on it, clip me on it.
I did.
You ruined fighting games when you made it that every player needs to know every piece of the meta day one, or they can't even have fun in an online match. You ruined your entire hobby. You ruined your community. You ruined the games. Now, why would anyone want to casually play this game when the first match online, someone destroys them with 50% combos off of a jab? No one will. They're just going to play it with their friends offline, and that's it. Then throw it away. Unbelievable. It really is. Like, there's no time for fun anymore in fighting games. It really annoys me. I grew up at a time when fighting games were absolutely fun to play day one, and they're not anymore. They're just annoying. Unreal. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, MK1 was the same, Jade. You're right. MK1 was worse because MK1, just the game stunk anyway. They ruined that too. They really did.
Look at him sweating that pig juice out of his face.
I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Saturday. I return on Sunday. Like I said, we'll have a level 1 podcast. We will have a fun session of relaxing, chill Assassin's Creed Black Flag, where we'll probably try to do more story. And then we're going to do Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Yeah.
Monday will be Dark Souls 2 and Final Fantasy 6. And so Tuesday we'll come back to Marvel Tokon. We'll give it a break. And I think, like I said, here's the thing. It's one of two things. Either I go in training mode and try to learn character tutorials or whatever, and then go online, or I do more episodes. It's one or the other, but either way, I'm not just going online. There's no point. Especially by Tuesday. By Tuesday, these people will have try-harded the game so hard that it won't even be fun at all. You know what I'm saying? They're going to just flood the online community with endless amounts of nonsense. No casual play fun, So whatever you guys want, you're going to try new characters and stuff on Tuesday, let's talk about it. But I hope that people will come back and understand that that's what's coming and then support it. Because if I do another $60 stream of Marvel Tokon, I'm just not playing it again. Okay? Every other game I'm playing has done great. This is the only one. And I feel like it's because there's so many toxic idiots who just want me to lose rather than actually learn and enjoy. I don't care. But I'm not going to continue to waste time on it if it doesn't get people here to support it. I feel like earlier today there were a few, but it was mostly people who wanted to see me with these cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tonight, no one's really supported for the Yu-Gi-Oh! And we had maybe 3 people support for the game, and that was it. I mean, literally, I'm not even kidding. Take a look. We got Jax Raxer. We have Trials, who was upset with me because I didn't stop in the middle of playing the actual story to respond to his question in his super chat, even though this is not a Q&A stream. It's a gameplay stream with narrative. I have to pay attention to the game, so he's mad at me. We had Ghost with a super chat. We had 1 sub on Kick, no lie. We had 1 person who did 100 kicks.
And
earlier,
the audits.
we had Max, who did a nice super chat. and he basically gave a super chat for Yu-Gi-Oh. He said it in his super.
By the way, before we leave, I'm gonna go through everyone that supported, read out your names, your donations, and then I'll also call out the people who didn't donate. Yes, that'll be the next 30-minute audit of the Meaningful Podcast coming up soon.
Which I did, it was for Yu-Gi-Oh. So actually, there was maybe 2 people who supported the entire stream for the game. You see? So I don't know what else to say, but you know, I'll give it I already bought it. I will give it another shot on Tuesday. I do hope that we'll actually get people for it. Okay. And again, I want to say thank you. Overall, this week was exceptionally good. This week went really well and was very fun. We did an insane amount of cards. We did Lorcana. We did One Piece. We did Pokemon, right? We now are doing Yu-Gi-Oh. We played a good variety of games. You guys are...
So why are you crashing out for 20 minutes because you made 60... What did you make? I think you ended up with $68 or something like that on this fucking night stream, Phil. Why? A man who's going to have 2... This was what? Thursday? So he's have Friday and Saturday off. A man who apparently, you know, is so happy whenever he gets to take an additional day to be with his soulmate, right? You would think he'd be ready to go. You would think he'd be like, you know what? I got to get the fuck out of here. I want my week to be over with so that I can spend time with the person I love. You would think he would be happy with that. You would think he would say to himself, you know what? I got a $2,000 payday on one day, and then I made average the rest of the week. That's some good shit. And just be on his merry fucking way. No. He's here berating people for 20 minutes because they wouldn't support offline content, and he only made, again, this is his words, $68. And he acts like $68 isn't a lot. You 60 for 2 hours, Phil. For 2 hours, you literally made over close to $35 an hour. Literally made $35 an hour for 2 hours, and you're bitching and complaining that that's not enough for you. Jeez, man.
Continuously supporting Final Fantasy VI, which I very much appreciate. So thank you all for that. But yeah, tonight is frustrating. Tonight is with the attitudes and the behavior of these idiots over here, and the fact that there was almost no support for the brand new game. Yeah, that does upset me. So, okay. So all you on Kick tonight who are toxic, I'm not hosting anyone. You can go do whatever you want with your time, but I'm not going to dump toxic people on top of somebody else.
Again, Phil. Again, bro. Come on. Do you really think you're punishing people with this fucking lame bullshit? Yeah.
Nah.
I'm telling you, his anus must be full of like polyps. He must be backed up. He must have hemorrhoids. He must have fucking ulcers being this way. Like, I can't imagine you living your life this way. And you know what, too? Some people say, I've had people say, well, this is just him online. This is just online persona. No, he is this way when he gets offline. I can see him just, dude, he calls his mom once a week. And this is his words. Bro, I can imagine his mom saying, how are you doing? And he just goes into the audit. He talks about how his dents in support. He'll talk about his detractors. Just screaming and yelling at his mom. And his poor mom's probably like, well, son, don't ignore them. Don't let them bother you. You don't know who they are. And he's yelling at his fucking mom. Mom, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. These detractors they're insane. I had one go to the mall at the supermarket and take a picture with me. They keep saying I use those. I feel so sorry for her. And can you imagine Kat? And you know, we all know the Dented Zone, the parody with Kino Casino, when they were eating food together. You know exactly, bro. That's exactly how it goes every day. Phil sitting there while they're having dinner, and he's just going off about all of his detractors and dents.
Fuse. And I will see you all on Sunday. Okay.
Alrighty. All right, folks. Well, we've been streaming 3 hours. My God, we got 3 hours and 17 minutes. I was going to try to end it by 12 o'clock. I believe that being said is streaming. So if you guys want, you guys can go head over to That Being Said. I think, what is That Being Said talking about today? Let's see. That being said, I don't know if is anybody else streaming. I mean, pretty much anyone that's here that likes that being said. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go to Shroom Dukem here to explain.
All right,
who Grace Thorpe is, please, just really quick.
They're
someone that's never heard that name
Thorpe
before. Go ahead.
Lady streamer who roams around the country with her dad and there's always like a weird, suspicious relationship with them.
No, there is no weird, suspicious relationship. They've actually both come out and talked about that they've had, you know, sexy time with each other. All right, well, there you go, folks. That being said, is streaming. They're talking about, probably talking about Tokan, and then they're also going to talk about the whole what's going on right now. Chris, brother, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Yes, I've been back for about a week and a half. I just needed some time to recoup from the jet lag and everything. So this week I'm back streaming. Everything's full time, 3 days a week, maybe 4, depending how things go. We getting commentary style videos back every single day. And more to come. This is season 3, folks. So I got some stuff in the works. By the way, a new intro is going to be coming out. The new intro, just think Thanos. All right, this thing Thanos. It'll be coming soon. Oh, and don't forget, this week I'm going to be running the ad. So I'm going to be running the ad on DSP stream. Check, I'm going to post it on Twitter and in my commentary section, my community page. I'll post it when it goes live. It'll probably be tomorrow. Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm going to do it for 3 days. I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it on, so I'm going to be doing I'm going to be paying for ads on DSP streams, and it's essentially going to be promoting my channel. So if you see it and you're not sub, make sure to sub. Hopefully, I want his dents to see it, and I want them to bring it up to Phil, and I want Phil to crash out just like he did with Tobuscus. So it should be a good time. So that's happening this week. Just tune to my Twitter or tune to, or you know what, when I stream Wednesday, I'll talk about it then. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate the warm welcome. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Kick, for coming out and supporting. Thank you for all the massive support. You guys have been great. And I will see you guys Wednesday. I'll be back here Wednesday, but if something big happens today, I'll more than likely stream on Tuesday. I got to get back into the groove of streaming. But yeah, definitely Wednesday. But if something big happens, I'll be back tomorrow. Like if he crashes out about the the Gray Storm thing, I might stream tomorrow. So, all right. Okay, brothers. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm just going to bounce right now. Enjoy your day. And check out That Being Said or whoever else you guys want to check out. Peace out, everyone.